He's up with it. He throws to first. There's the complete game for Randy Wynn. And the Otters take the first game of the series from the Joliet Slammers by a final score of 7-1 here from Bosse Field.
The following is a presentation of WUEV Sports.
It's time for the Evansville Otters pregame show on 91.5 FM, WUEV. Coming up prior to first pitch, we'll set the scene for today's ball game, go inside the clubhouse, and interview a member of the Otters about today's matchup, and we'll take a look at what's going on elsewhere in the Frontier League. And now to get you set for exciting Evansville Otters baseball, let's go out to the diamond for the Evansville Otters pregame show.
Good evening and welcome to the month of August, where the Otters will try and make their playoff push in just about the final 30 games of the season. I'm Sam Jelinek alongside Bill McCune for this pregame show for the Evansville Otters as they'll kick off the second game of their series against the Joliet Slammers in just about 20 minutes or so. Evansville coming off of an emphatic victory yesterday. 7-1 was the final score. They hit 2 home runs, one from Ryan Long, one from Travis Harrison. Randy Wynn spun a complete game gem, and Bill, just all around, it was one of the most dominant performances I've seen from this team all year.
Well, it was an aggressive game, Sam. They hit the long ball. We got 2 home runs. We got a triple. Don't forget that from our center fielder. But we got the stolen bases. Plus, we had exceptional pitching. And overall, I think it was a team win. And, boy, it might be the stepping stone for future wins and possibly playoffs.
Yeah, what was so impressive about it was that the Joliet Slammers coming into this ball game are still the best team in the Frontier League by record. They currently hold a 38-29 record, which is tops in the league. They lead their division by a game and a half. They have been exceptional this season. And then for the Otters as well, they come in at 32-34, just 2 games back in the division. And they're going to send Tyler Vail to the mound, who sneakily enough had the lowest starters ERA in the month of July for any pitcher for the Otters. So it'll be nice to see him on the mound. And this is how the Otters are going to line it up behind him in terms of their offense. Remember, Otters fans, this Evansville Otters lineup is brought to you by Mr. Quick Pick, here to provide you the roadside service you deserve. Call Mr. Quick Pick at 812-496-2321. David Cronin hits leadoff for the Otters once again out at second base. Then Ryan Long, who had a mammoth home run yesterday, he'll hit second, play third. Travis Harrison eschews the DH role, and he'll be out in left field for tonight's action, hitting third. Brant Whiting, he becomes the DH and hits fourth. Then Jeff Gardner out in right, he'll hit fifth. Austin Bush had a nice 2-run single yesterday. He'll hit sixth. Mike Rizzatello back in the lineup. He'll do the catching. Then Zach Wells out in center, followed by J.J. Gould in the 9-hole playing short to round up the lineup. And one man who certainly did not need the help of the Otters lineup yesterday was Randy Wynn, who picked up his 5th win of the season yesterday, throwing his 3rd complete game in what was an all-around dominant performance for him. I sat down and talked with him prior to today's ball game to get inside of his mind and how much success you look back through his numbers in professional baseball. He has a lot of success in the month of August, and hopefully yesterday's start at the end of July will lead to even bigger things once now we're in the month of June. We'll take our first break and be back with that interview with Randy Wynn. You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
I'm Billy Bolin, and I want to share some exciting news with you about Mickey's Kingdom. Back in 2004, our community came together to build Kids Kingdom, and I'm proud to say our community is coming together again. This September, we're going to build a larger, better, and more accessible playground for people of all abilities, including a swing and merry-go-round that accommodate wheelchairs. The original playground was 12,000 square feet. Mickey's Kingdom will be 20,000 square feet, have a poured-in-place rubber surface, and will climb higher in the air. If you would like to learn how you can help, please visit our website at mickeyskingdom.downtownevansville.com.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM. I'm joined by last night's winning pitcher and complete game thrower extraordinaire, Randy Wynn. Randy, how you doing today?
I'm good, Sam. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Last night you win 9 strong innings for your 3rd complete game of the season, picking up another win, just giving up 1 run to Joliet. It was kind of a fluky 7th inning with some weird hits dropping in there, but overall your outing was really fantastic. Only 4 strikeouts though, but you did not walk another hitter. You just executed your game plan. What was it going into yesterday?
I don't know, just one of those A days, it felt good, and everything seemed to be working for me. The changeup was effective yesterday, and them having some power lefties, that definitely helped.
And one thing that obviously also really worked for you was the fact that, the Otters got out to an early lead. They scored 1 run in the 1st and 2nd, 2 more in the 3rd inning. How nice is that to be able to see your ball club put up some offense, and then you can kind of flip it into cruise control and ride the rest of the way?
Yeah, absolutely. You never want to give up runs, but it's a lot more relaxing up there when, you got a little bit of a lead. So, yeah, that's big.
And I know I talked to you after your last start at Gateway. It was a fine outing, 7 innings, 4 runs, but I know for you expect a lot of yourself, and it wasn't what you were hoping for. So to come back after that outing, what did you take from that outing where you say to yourself you struggled a little bit and bring it into this one?
Well, yeah, in that Gateway outing, I was tending to miss spots a lot more than I usually do, and I think I had a couple walks in that game, and so just focusing on making the adjustment in the zone and just trying to be a little finer with it.
And right now, your inning total somewhere around 90 or so, something like that. It surpasses the amount of innings you threw last year in the United Shore Professional Baseball League. And right now, you still got another month, about a month plus to go in the season, so probably about 5 or 6 more starts at minimum left for you. How do you kind of keep your arm in shape and keep it going here through the rough dog days of August?
Just the same old routine. You got to just stick with it. It's been working for me, and I've been able to throw around 100 pitches every game, and that's right where I want to be. So just, sticking with the same old routine.
And you had mentioned to me previously as well that kind of once the month of August rolls around, your arm's nice and loose and things really start to heat up for you. You start pitching really well. I looked at your numbers last year during the month of August. I think you threw like 3 or 4 complete games during that month. What is it about August and the summer heat that gets you going?
I don't know. August has been good to me in the past, and I'm hoping to carry that into the season, but maybe it's the playoff push. I don't know what it is, but when things start getting a little more intense as far as, the games meaning a lot more, and every game means something, but, as far as the playoff push, I just like to step up. I don't know, something about it.
And you mentioned that playoff push. You guys are now just 2 games back of first place, which is now the normal Corn Belters at the head of the Western Division. But you guys took on the Joliet Slammers, first place in the Eastern Division and the best record in the Frontier League at large yesterday, and you absolutely carved them up. What does it kind of mean to you guys to be able, you've been struggling as of late, to go up against the best team in the league, record-wise at least, and put up a real solid performance?
Yeah, it was great to see. The guys were really firing on all cylinders yesterday. It was, hitting, base running. We stole a lot of bags yesterday. Everything just seemed to go our way yesterday, and it was good to see. I think that should carry on through the rest of the season.
And one thing I noticed up in the press box while broadcasting the game was there were a couple ground balls hit back to you on the mound. In the 9th inning, a couple of them hit off of you, and not for one moment did I ever see you panic out there. It was always nonchalant, just real easy. Where does that come from?
Honestly, I just have this timing. Like, I know how long I have before the base runner gets, around first base, and they were hit pretty firmly back at me, so I knew I had plenty of time. So, and I'm pretty confident with my throws over to first. So, when the ball's smoked back at you, you got plenty of time, and I just made sure that I took it easy and made a good throw.
And that one in the 9th inning, it hit somewhere off your leg somewhere in there, fell right at your feet, and you're able to just pick it up, throw it on over for first. And I saw the trainer, Haley Miller, start to come out of the dugout, and I'm thinking in my head, there is no way Randy is gonna leave an out short of a complete game. Like, as soon as it hit you, you had to be thinking, no chance I'm letting her out here.
Yeah, honestly, I was surprised to see her walking out. I was on the same page as you, Sam. There was no way I was coming out of that game. So, yeah, Skip and Max told me that they were trying to give me more time, and in my head I was thinking I didn't really need more time. It was tightening up a little bit, but yeah, no, it was good, and it was kind of funny to see her walk out. I kind of gave her the get out of here.
Well, great outing last night, Randy, and best of luck in your next outing, which will be this upcoming Sunday for the finale of the 6-game homestand.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Appreciate it.
You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
The 4th Annual Blues on the Rock Music Festival will take place on Sunday, September the 2nd at the Rockport City Park in Rockport, Indiana. There'll be regional and national blues acts, food vendors, an over 21 beer garden, and with children's activities, there'll be fun for the whole family. Sponsored by the Association for a Better Rockport and the River Basin Blues Society, advance tickets are on sale 812-686-0012. For more information, visit evansvilleblues.com.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show. We're on WUEV 91.5 FM. Just a few minutes from first pitch here at Bosse Field for the second game of this 3-game set between the Otters and the Joliet Slammers. Evansville is going to go with Tyler Vale on the bump here this evening. Tyler now in his 3rd season with the Otters. Parts of 2015, 2016, and now 2018 with the ball club here in Evansville. He's having a rocky campaign thus far. His numbers have been up and down, 2-3 with a 5.18 ERA, but his stock was trending up in the month of July as he was able to post an ERA of a flat even 3, what proved to be the best starter's ERA for any pitcher for the Otters in the month of July, so a little surprising there, knowing he had some troubles during some innings, but was able to limit the damage most of the time. He's going to go up against a pretty solid arm for the Joliet Slammers, Scott Hoffman, 6'4", 235-pound righty. He's 6-3 with a 3.56 ERA on the season, 75 2/3 innings, 55 strikeouts, 28 walks, and 74 hits allowed for him. And he dominated the Otters in his second start of the season back on May 17th, throwing 5 shutout innings, only giving up 4 hits, 3 walks, and punching out 4. So we should have a good pitching matchup on our hands. And it's just going to come down to if the Otters can execute with runners in scoring position again like they did last night. Austin Bush with a key 2-run single in the bottom half of the 7th inning that led Evansville to the victory, although Randy Wynn with a complete game, only giving up 1 run, certainly helps. So it'll be nice to have a rested bullpen here this evening. One major change for the Otters. Sean Adler was released earlier today, so that's 1 less arm down in the bullpen, 1 less left-handed arm as well. So Keanu Cummings, now the only southpaw that Andy McCauley can call on out of the bullpen core right now. But going forward for the Otters, it's really just about, they've been close these past couple of weeks. Whenever they have a big win like they did yesterday, they just can't seem to follow it up with another one here today. And, Bill, if they want to try and get back into this playoff push, they're still only 2 games back, but they still have 4 teams in front of them. Picking up this win here today is a good place to start.
Yeah, you're right, Sam. And I'll tell you what, the last couple of weeks of July has been quite interesting as far as the roster of the Evansville Otters goes. I mean, we've got more new guys, and some of the more established players have been released, and I don't know. Sometimes that's good, and sometimes it's bad. It all depends. I got to be honest with you and say this. I've always been a believer of when you start the season with a group of fellows, that's who you end up with. Now, there might be one or two changes, yes. But when you start the season, they're the guys you finish with.
So we'll see how that affects the Otters there. Adler had been one of the key cogs in the bullpen for most of the season, had fallen on hard times, at an ERA of about 12 during the month of July as he had struggled in his primary role of getting left-handed hitters out. And when you can't do that as a southpaw, you're going to have a lot of trouble keeping a spot warm down in the bullpen. So Adler checks out. The Otters roster now at an active number of 23. Some moves will probably be made over the next couple of days. Matt Chavarria, right-handed tosser from the University of Southern Indiana, recently just joined the ball club, so we'll see what he can bring to the table. We saw him pitch against the Otters earlier this season when he was with the River City Rascals. So we'll see what he can bring to the table for Evansville here. And another name that I like in the Otters lineup right now, he's been getting hot as of late, is Zach Wells. He had fallen on tough times since coming off the disabled list, but over his past 10 games, hitting close to 400. And with the defense he provides out in center field, it's really nice to see him getting back at it.
Well, if I recall, both of you and I, early in the season when Wells was out there, we described him as the Joe DiMaggio type player who gets a great jump on the ball. He reads the ball off the bat well and covered a lot of range. So, yeah, it's good to have him back.
Yeah, and we saw that range in yesterday's ball game on a little bit of a misplay by Hunter Cullen. I think he lost the ball in the lights in straightaway center, and Wells came racing over from straightaway left and nearly made a sensational diving catch to take away a hit. And that just displays the kind of movement he has on him, the kind of speed that he can ratchet it up to. He added 2 more hits yesterday. He's got a home run in his past 10 games as well, a pinch hit, 2-run home run as well. And he's a guy who's had success here in Evansville before just last year, so it'd be nice to see him get it going again and provide a nice little spark to the Otters. And one guy who's just taking the field down for pregame introductions, David Cronin. He's fallen on some really tough times lately. He's over his last 11, but he's a guy that we know can get it done, and really as the Otters offense goes, so does he. So it'd be nice to see him get back on track. He plays solid defense at second, and when he gets on base at the top of the order, that really sets up things nicely for Ryan Long and Travis Harrison. Ryan, another guy, was struggling just like David, but hit an absolute mammoth shot yesterday. They cleared both sets of billboards out in right field and ended up down on the street out there. An absolute tank of a drive from Long, so hopefully that'll get him going. But anyways, their teams are out onto the field for the national anthem. We'll take our final break and be back with first pitch. You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM.
You can win pairs of Holiday World tickets right here on 91.5 UEV. Listen Tuesdays from 4 to 6 p.m. and Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. to win.
You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Sheet Metal Workers Local 20 and SMACNA, the Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors National Association, have the most qualified sheet metal and HVAC contractors in the Evansville area. To find a list of our qualified union contractors, visit unionsheetmetalindustry.com.
It's time for Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM, WUEV. 3-1. Long. Toward right, toward the corner, toward the foul pole and over the wall. Fair. Home run for Ryan Long.
1-0, hit high in the air to deep left field. This one's gonna tie the game. A 2-run home run for Toby Thomas.
Don't forget, Otters fans, you can catch every Evansville Otters broadcast on 91.5 FM WUEV, online at evansvilleotters.com, and through the WUEV mobile app.
The Otters take Game 5 by a score of 1-0, and they are the 2016 Frontier League champions.
Now, let's go out to the diamond for all of the exciting action.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Alongside Bill McCune, I'm Sam Jelnick here at the start of August. The Evansville Otters begin their playoff push 2 games back of first place in the Frontier League Western Division, and they'll try and gain some more ground today as they take on the Joliet Slammers in the second game of their 3-game set. Joliet lost to Evansville last night. The Otters with a thorough and dominating 7-1 victory, and they'll turn to Tyler Vale to try and continue the trend here today and string back-to-back wins together against the team with the best record in the Frontier League. This is how the Otters are going to line it up defensively behind Tyler. Travis Harrison in left, Zach Wells in center, Jeff Gardner in right. Ryan Long's at third, J.J. Gould at short, David Cronin at second, Austin Bush at first, and Mike Rizzatello behind the plate. That forms the battery with Tyler Vale out on the mound. Remember, fans, this pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by The Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at The Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road. Or call at 812-475-9000. And I can finally welcome into the booth my trusty partner and co-pilot for tonight's ball game, Bill McCune. Bill, it's a beautiful day for baseball.
It is. The sun is shining. There's no rain in the forecast. The weather is beautiful, and it is a pleasure to work with a professional.
Well, I'm glad you called me that. I appreciate the sentiment as Tyler Vale toes the rubber to lead it off against London Lindley, rather. Tyler, the righty, into his line. The first pitch of the game, fastball high and tight, spins Lindley out of the way, 1-0. Vale out on the rubber, as I mentioned, right-handed tosser, 6'2", 228 pounds. His 1-0. Lindley shows bunt, but the fastball's upstairs, 2-0. Tyler making lucky number 13 start on the season, 2-3 with a 5.18 ERA, 73 punch-outs in 66 innings. 2-0 pitch, fastball down and outside. That's 3 straight wide ones from Vale to open up the game on Lindley. Not a guy you want to put on base at any point, nonetheless, to start the game. He's stolen 27 bases this season. 3-0 from Vale. Fastball outside. It's a 4-pitch walk to open up the game for the Slammers. Vale can't find the strike zone. Lindley is aboard at first, and up comes Trenton Hill.
Well, one of the good things, Sam, that I think the Otters have going for him is Mike is a pretty good catcher with a sharp, quick release, strong arm. And if Vale was to hold him tight and he attempts to steal, I think Mike will throw him out. That's my opinion.
So we'll see what happens here. Lindley at first, Hill at the plate now. Left-handed bat, Vale from the stretch, slide steps home. Fastball just a bit low underneath the knees for ball 1 on Trenton Hill. First baseman for the Slammers, batting from the left side. .335 this season, a home run, 28 driven in.
The manager over there on third base got the stopwatch. He's timing the delivery and the release time.
Vale set at the belt. Checks the runner, now the 1-0. That one's there at the bottom of the zone for a called strike right down the heart of the plate. Vale finds the strike zone for the first time, 1-1.
The manager just got the time. He checked it, and he tipped his hat. Not much of a sign, but let's see what happens.
Throw over to first, Lindley back with the dive. We're in the top half of the first inning. Joliet's got the leadoff man on after a walk. London Lindley, who's stolen 27 bags, been caught only 10 times.
He's got a big lead there. He's got a big lead.
Vale set. Holding on the mound.
He's going. He's leading.
Now comes home. Runner goes. Throw from Rizzatello down to second is just late. Throw was on the bag, but Lindley slips a hand in with the head first dive. That's his 28th steal of the season.
And I'll tell you what, London, that gentleman had at least a 20-foot lead stealing before Vale ever released that ball. There was no way Mike threw a perfect throw. You got to keep him tighter. I mean, he was going before you released the ball.
Lindley now out at second. It was a ball low on Hill, so the count's 2-1. Vale checks the runner out at second. Lindley taking a couple more steps, and finally time called at the plate. Hill not liking how long Vale was taking to come home.
You know, I've been watching Val all this time, Sam, and I don't like the way he takes a stride when there's a runner on. He doesn't look over there to first base.
Vale comes set. Now the 2-1. Down in the dirt, nice block by Rizzatello. Lindley will stay at second. And the count's 3 balls and 1 strike. Vale walked Lindley, who now at second after stealing a base. Hill at the plate, 3-1 count on him.
But, you know, like I said, I know I'm bragging when I say it, but I said he was going to steal before he did because as a pitcher, you look over, you should see the same thing I see.
Vale comes ready. Fires home the 3-1. Drilled in the air to right center field. Long run for Wells, heading over into the alley. He's not going to get there as it bangs up against the right center field fence. Lindley's going to score easily. Into second goes Hill. They swap places, and the Slammers take a 1-0 lead. 2 batters into the top half of the first inning.
I know this sounds like a negative approach, and I don't mean it in that fashion, but what do you think of his fastball? I don't think it's that zip anymore.
Well, that one was pretty flat, obviously, as Hill was able to hit it pretty hard.
Yeah, but I was watching him warm up, and it looks like I don't think he throws in the 90s. Far from it.
So now Hill out at second. Justin Garcia, the hitter. First pitch from Vale, hit in the air to right center field. Pretty good carry. Gardner over into the alley. That's going to drop in, though, where the center fielder Wells cuts it off before the wall. Coming home to score from second is Hill. Into second goes Garcia. Back-to-back doubles now here in the top of the first. And Joliet in front 2-0 with still a runner at second and nobody out in the first frame.
And they were identical shots in the same location. I tell you, you might have Wells out there in center who can run, but he can't outrun those line drives.
So walk double here in the first inning, and Joliet staked to a 2-0 advantage, 3 batters in. It's going to be Danny Zardone's turn to hit. Garcia out at second. Zardone, 274 hitter from the right side. Slammers leading 2-0 in the top of the first. Vale working from the first base side of the rubber, leans in for his sign and comes set at the belt. Checks the runner at second. Now his first pitch of the AB. Backup slider claims the inside corner, just nabbing the edge. 0-1 on Zardone.
You know, when Taylor was warming up, he started throwing a lot of splitters. I haven't seen one yet. Or maybe I did see one that was, that should be his.
0-1 pitch, slider down and away, blocked by Rizzatello. Garcia will stay put at second, and the count's even at 1.
Yeah. A splitter is generally the strikeout pitch for a pitcher.
Vale comes ready on the mound. Garcia takes his lead from second. Vale deals the 1-1. Bounced foul to the backstop where the on-deck hitter R.J. Thompson catches the baseball and will tuck it in his back pocket. 1-2 on Zardone. Vale looking for the first out of the inning. It's 2-0 Joliet in the top half of the frame. Mound and home plate both in shadows now, but the middle of the diamond still bathed in sunshine. Vale comes ready. Brings the 1-2. Topped foul down the third base line foul. Zardone able to spoil a good slider tailing away from him. Count still a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, again, the flags aren't blowing that hard, so we're not going to have any long balls being helped by the wind.
1-2 still on Zardone. Here it comes. Little liner over the head of shortstop J.J. Gould and down into left field. Garcia will advance as far as third. He's going for second now, and Zardone's going to be in there. The throw to the cutoff man long. Zardone never stopped running as he's essentially able to steal second base on the throw back in. Runners at second and third now with nobody out for Joliet. The first 4 hitters have reached.
Well, again,
number 22, left fielder R.J. Thompson.
You know, here we have a situation where we've had 4 batters and we've had 3 hits and 1 walk. And nobody has approached the pitcher to talk, whether it's Mike the catcher or the pitching coach.
Now R.J. Thompson, 2 in scoring position, nobody out in the first. The first pitch, chopped on the ground down the third base line. Long grabs it, tries to go back to third to tag the runner. Zardone coming towards him, but he's not back in time. Zardone safe at third. Thompson aboard at first. A run comes home to score, and it's 3-0 Evansville, or 3-0 Joliet, rather.
I assume that's a base hit. Base hit. So we've got, 4 base hits, and here finally we got a conference.
So it's now 3-0 Joliet. Still nobody out in the inning. Ryan Long thought he could get back to third base to tag out Danny Zardone, trying to take the third base bag on the ground ball.
It was too high of a chopper that Ryan didn't have a chance of getting. First, if you looked at Ron, he was thinking of throwing it home to get the runner going home. That was his first indication. Then the second was to go for the runner. Unfortunately, it's a base hit.
Now it's runners at first and third, still nobody out. It's 3-0 Joliet, top of the first inning. And now former Otter Manny Cruz steps to the plate to face off against his former team. Manny has not played in a game in just about a month, back on June 30th against River City here for Evansville. Right-handed batter, Vale set. His first pitch, fastball over at the knees, outside half, 0-1.
He didn't travel with the team when he was, so whether he had batting practice at home or not.
0-1 on Cruz. Men at first and third, nobody out. It's 3-0 Slammers. Vale set his 0-1 pitch. Slider able to tally the inside corner. Backed up a little bit on Tyler, but gets the called strike. Quickly 0-2 on his former teammate Manny Cruz.
If I'm not mistaken, Cruz struck out quite a bit when he was with the Otters.
Correct. Manny had a solid average with Evansville, hitting .262, a home run, 15 driven in. Vale's 0-2 pitch, runner goes, swung on and missed, throw from Rizzatello down to second is in time, but the runner from third's going to come home and score. Doesn't count as a stolen base for Zardone. When he crosses the plate at home, Joliet tacks on the 4th run of the inning, but the Otters do get 2 outs on the strike him out, throw him out double play, and they'll gladly take that.
I tell you what, Mike Rizzatello is the best defensive catcher we've got on this team. He's got the best arm. He's got a quick release. He's very accurate, and should be in there every day.
Now Ridge Hopi Haslam at the plate. First pitch to him's outside, 1-0. 2 outs, bases empty. It's 4-0 Joliet in the top of the first.
Well, Cruz
0-1. Called strike at the knees. Vale able to skirt that one into the strike zone, and the count's even at 1.
I guess Cruz didn't show his new manager much.
not a good first impression. Not ideal. Vale Roxton fires the 1-1. Slider skips in, and the count's 2 balls and a strike on Hopi Haslam. A home run, 34 driven in for the second-year Slammer. Hit over 300 last season with Joliet. Falling on tougher times here. Playing right field tonight with Cruz out at his normal second base. The pitch yanked outside by Vale, and the count's 3-1.
At Hoopie, Hoopii. I wonder what kind of name that is.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Hawaiian.
Hawaiian? Okay.
The 3-1. Missing down and away, Hubie Haslam draws the walk. Able to coax the second free pass to the frame out of Vale. The inning will continue for at least one more batter now. It's Trey Fulton. Yeah, Hubie Haslam from Hilo, Hawaii.
Oh, okay. Beautiful country.
We're going to see some action down in the Otters bullpen now. It looks like Alex Phillips is going to get, or Keaton Connor actually. First pitch of the at-bat to Fulton's in the dirt. Runner takes off for second. He's in with the stolen bag. Running on the pitch, Rizzatello picked it clean with the his 16th of the season.
Well, here we are in the first inning, and already 3 men have attempted to steal. 2 successful and 1 not. That's telling you something.
Fulton, the catcher, hitting .274. Keaton Connor getting loose down in the Otters bullpen right now. Right-handed batter at the plate, the pitch. Called strike 1. Vale able to even the count on Fulton, 1-1. Can't recall the last time I saw Andy McCauley tell the bullpen to get warm back in a first inning. That's where we are right now. It's 4-0 Joliet, top of the first.
Well, you can't let the game get out of hand. You know, 4 runs is enough.
1-1 pitch. Slider inside. Vale losing control of that one. 2-1 on Fulton. 2 home runs, 15 driven in on the season.
You know, Sam, you got to remember, even Ted Williams and Joe DiMaggio had bad days. They went 0 for 4, 0 for 5. There are days you just can't do anything right.
Vale set. His 2-1 pitch. Fastball skips in. 3 balls and 1 strike now on Fulton. On deck, Chaz Meadows. He'd be the 9th man to come to the plate if the inning does continue that far. Hubie Haslam at second. 2 outs, top of the first. 4-0 Slammers. The pitch. Down and away. That's ball 4. Fulton draws the walk. Third one issued by Vale here in the first inning. It's runners at first and second now, and that's going to be all for Tyler Vale. Max Peterson's walking out to the mound. That'll be it after 2/3 of an inning. Vale cannot get out of the first frame. Keaton Connor is going to come on for the Otters. We've got a pitching change here early. It's Joliet 4 and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vanderburgh or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
So we've got an early pitching change here from Evansville. Tyler Vale done after 2/3 of an inning. Gives up 4 hits right now on the hook for 4 runs, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout here in the first inning with Joliet already on top 4-0. In his place is going to come Keaton Connor, making his 3rd appearance of the season for Evansville, 6th overall in the Frontier League. started one game out of relief as well. 3 2/3 innings, a strikeout, 2 walks, 8 hits allowed. That's good for a 9.81 ERA through his first 2 go-arounds for the Otters. And he comes on here with the bases loaded and 2 men out in the top of the first inning. Our runners at first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. So I thought I saw a stray orange jersey down at third.
Well, it was the manager. He was close to the bag. He threw you off.
So it's the 9-hole hitter, Chaz Meadows, will get the first look at Connor. Right-handed tosser, 6 feet, 185 pounds. First pitch of the game for him. Fastball misses low for ball 1.
I think it was a good gesture on Andy's part to get Mr. Vail out. He just didn't have it tonight, and you can't let the game get away. So it was a good move on Andy's part.
4-0 Joliet here in the top of the first. Runners at first and second. Chaz Meadows at the plate.
Yeah, I'd like to see Keaton get this runner out because I'm quite sure his mother and father are possibly watching the game.
The 1-0, a slow breaking ball ends up in the dirt. Meadows lays off 2-0, and more importantly for Evansville, to keep it at a 4-0 game isn't the worst thing in the world. 4-0, that's still in slam range. That's a manageable deficit with 9 more turns at bat to come.
Yeah. A grand slam ties the game.
Connor's 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs, and it's 3-0 on Meadows. An ominous start out of the bullpen for Connor.
Well, I'm going to say this. All 3 of his pitches are balls, but they're mighty close. It could have been possibly called strikes as well.
Meadows, 249 hitter, the 3-0. Fastball missing down low again around the ankles. It's a 4-pitch walk for Connor straight out of the bullpen. And that loads the bases with 2 outs. The lineup turns over, and London Lindley's going to get his second at-bat of the inning.
Back to the top of the order for the Joliet Slammers, number 16, center fielder London Lindley.
Lindley walked on 4 pitches his first time up. That was against Tyler Vail. So now comes to bat again in the first inning against a new arm now. Lindley, right-handed batter. Connor's first pitch. Fastball just off the inside corner. Backed up Lindley from the plate.
I tell you, there's 5 pitches he's thrown that all were inches away from being strikes. So he's not doing bad. And they're all balls, but still they're not bad.
Lindley, a 254 hitter, a home run, 14 driven in. Now takes a called strike 1 as Connor finds the strike zone for the first time out of the pen. At the knees on Lindley, 1-1. Bases juiced, 2 outs, top of the first. It's 4-0 Slammers. A chance to really open it up early on. The pitch. Fastball downstairs again. Around ankle high on Lindley over the outside corner, 2-1.
I think he throws a sinker. It looks like he throws a sinker.
Got pretty good movement running down and into a right-handed batter.
Yeah.
Connor set at the belt. His pitch. Fastball misses just off the inside corner. Somehow, some way, something got in the eye of the home plate umpire, Chris Dykman. That's something I haven't really seen before. The ball popped into the mid of Rizzatello. I guess some dirt or something flew up into his eye. We'll clear it out.
Well, if that was 60 years ago, Sam, I would say that would some of the mud coming off that ball from those spitters.
The 3-1. Fastball right down the middle. Connor pours it over to work it full on Lindley. Runners will get a head start out there on the bases. A man at every base for Joliet. Bases juiced. 2 outs, bottom or top half of the first, rather. Slammers already lead it 4-0. Connor set. Payoff pitch to Lindley. Chopped on the ground towards the hole on the left side and through for a base hit. 1 run's gonna score. Here comes the second. He'll score without a play. It's a 2-run single for London Lindley. A bouncing ball that had eyes through the 5.5 hole. Up to third goes the runner from first, Meadows. Lindley aboard at first, and it's 6-0 in the top of the first.
That was a tough break on that one. It was a high chopper and just got by Ryan Long down there at third. So even if J.J. had gotten it, there was no play. I tell you, this has been a bad inning for the Otters.
Now with runners at first and third, 2 outs, 6-0 Joliet on top in the first. Trenton Hill will come to bat. Double home a run his first time up. Lindley at first, a threat to run. Stole a base earlier in the inning. Connor's first delivery to Hill. Fastball on the outside corner at the knees for strike 1.
Now, all those 6 runs are Vale's. The Connors runners on first and third, if they are to score, they're Connors.
Correct. The book on Vale is closed here. Throw back to first, and Lindley is in standing. So Tyler Vale's final line, 2/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 6 runs all earned, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. The Otters now trail it 6-0. Men still at the corners, 2 outs. Another throw back over to first. They nearly had Lindley leaning, but he slips a hand back in with a dive.
Vale had a 5.18 ERA before tonight, and I'm sorry to say that is going to elevate high.
Hill, left-handed batter, hands held line.
He's leaning.
The 0-1 runner stays put, curveball flipped onto the outside corner. Nice pitch from Connor, and it's 0-2 on Hill. I have to imagine Lindley from first will probably be running here with 2 strikes on the hitter.
He's going now.
1-2 pitch, runner goes, curveball in the dirt. Rizzatello doesn't have a chance. They'll appeal down to second to see if Hill did not check his swing in time, but Dennis Breck said he held up, so the count's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hill. Now 2 in scoring position, with Lindley swiping his second bag of the frame, now up to 29 on the season.
Yeah, they're running. They're rabbits. Someone left the carrots out.
One-two pitch. Ooh. Just got a piece of it, squibs it back to the screen. Hill stays alive, 1-2.
I'd say that was a pretty good off-speed curveball, and had that batter off stride as well, but he just managed to get a little notch of it.
Men at second and third, 2 outs, 6-0 Slammers, top of the first. The 1-2 again. Fastball pops the mitt up and in. Hill lays off though, and the count even at 2. Connor readies up at the belt. Roxon deals the 2-2 pitch. Popped back out of play. Hill just able to get enough of a slow breaking pitch.
Yeah.
And we'll do the 2-2 again.
For our fans out there listening to you and I, Sam, Keaton Connor is the brother of a former Otter catcher. So it's 2 brothers playing on the same team.
The 2-2 again. Hit hard on the ground to short, scooped by Gould. Fields at his belt, throws on over to first, and that ends the inning. And a nice round of applause from the fans here as the half inning is done. We'll go to the bottom half of the first. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville coming to bat on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
Otters got some work to do in the bottom half of the first inning. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville taking their first hacks of the game. David Cronin's going to lead it off for the Otters. And out on the mound for the Slammers is Scott Hoffman. This is how the defense is going to look behind him. See, Roxon deals his first pitch of the game to Cronin, missing just inside 1-0. R.J. Thompson in left, London Lindley in center, Ridge Hoopy Haslam out in right, Danny Zardone at third, Chaz Meadows at short, Manny Cruz at second, and Trenton Hill at first. The 1-0. Down and in on the back foot of Cronin, 2-0, and Trey Fulton behind the plate to catch Hoffman. With Cronin at the dish, leading it off for the Otters. It's a 2-0 count on him.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Bill.
I'm just going to say it's going to be a long night because that first half inning was a half hour long.
A 2-0 pitch to Cronin misses down and in. So just like the top of the first, where Tyler Vale walked to the first batter on 4 pitches, now David Cronin ahead in the count 3-0. Otters will try and chip away. 3-0 pitch finds the outer reaches of the strike zone. 3-1 on David. Cronin left-handed stick, 265 this season. The home run, 20 driven in. Hoffman rocks and deals the 3-1. Down and in, that's ball 4. So just like the top half of the first inning, started with a leadoff walk. The Otters duplicate that here in the bottom of the first. Cronin on down to the first base bag. A leadoff base runner with Ryan Long stepping to the plate.
It'd be ironic if the Otters could score 3 or 4 runs in this inning to make it really a competitive game.
Dream big. Let's go for 6.
Well, okay.
If they can do it, why not us?
Oh, yeah. Well, we got the big power coming up between Long and Harrison and
first
Gardner.
pitch to Long. Misses inside. Ryan with a little dance at the plate, trying to avoid getting hit 1-0. Cronin's at first base after the leadoff walk. Long standing in, left-handed batter. 283 this season, 7 home runs, 32 driven in. Cronin with his lead from first. The 1-0 from Hoffman. Fastball glides over the outside corner at the knees, 1-1.
You know, I guess the best thing in that first inning was one of our former ball players really helped us.
Yeah.
Striking out and then having the runner on second thrown out.
Cronin takes his lead, held on by Hill. Hoffman sent his 1-1 pitch. Tried for the outside corner, but a little bit too much movement. Can't catch the edge. 2-1 now on Ryan.
Well, we know that Cronin's not going to steal. Not when you're 6 runs down and there's no outs. And we just started the game. That's committing suicide.
The 2-1 pitch. Roped in the air down the right field line. Hit well, but it's going to hook foul. Landing on top of the tent for the party area up the right field side. 2-2 on Long.
Some guy made the catch there. He's holding the ball high to let everybody know what a catch. It just rolled off the canvas.
But a catch nonetheless.
Well, that's true. You know, in Baltimore, they used to say, give that man a contract.
Long chokes up on the lumber. Hoffman set his 2-2. Popped up in the air on the infield, tracing back into shallow right field now. Second baseman Cruz was there, but it's the right fielder Hoopy Haslam who comes into shallow right to put it away for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Cruz backed off and yielded to the right fielder, which was the right play. But of course, right field's in the sun, but where he caught that, Sam, is in the shade.
Now with 1 away, Cronin still at first. Travis Harrison steps in for his first turn at bat. Otters trail 6-0 in the bottom half of the first. Right on right matchup. Hoffman ready. First delivery. Yanks a fastball way outside. 1-0 on Harrison.
Well, we have a nice crowd here tonight to support the Otters. I think they're going to pull us out.
Oh, why not?
I really do. They could get 7 runs last night. They can get 7 tonight.
Throw back over to first. Cronin in with a dive. Harrison, the left fielder for the Otters, hitting .276 this season. 7 long balls, 41 RBIs, the 7 home runs. That's tied for the team lead. The 41, the outright lead for the team. Cronin with a solid lead from first. The 1-0. Popped up out of play behind home. 1-1 on Travis.
You know, on that throw from Hoffman to first base, it looked like he got his feet tangled.
Well, Hoffman's a pretty gangly guy out there on the mound. Stands at a solid 6'4", 235. So he's got a pretty good amount of length to him. Works from the belt on the mound, coming set. Checks the runner, the 1-1. Misses just down low with an off-speed pitch. Looked like the umpire Dykeman was about to call a strike, but the catcher Fulton couldn't squeeze it properly, and it's ball 2 on Harrison with 1 strike as well.
Again, ladies and gentlemen out there in Otterville, this guy knows how to exactly call every play.
2-1 pitch home. Chopped foul at the plate in between the feet of Harrison. And a fastball to hit. Can't square it up, though, and the count's even at 2.
You know, you amaze me, Sam. When I'm here, I am watching. I could see the exact play, and yet you describe it the way it happens. I could never do that.
I calls it like I sees it.
Right. I would fumble and crawl. And
Hey, you're describing that pretty well.
Yeah.
Cronin still at first, 1 out, bottom of the first inning. 6-0 Joliet here in the second game of this 3-game set. Break-even pitch. Roped into left field. That's a base hit, a line shot off the bat of Harrison. First hit of the game for the Otters, and hey, a little rally in the bottom of the first inning, with Evansville trying to chip away at this 6-run deficit. They got runners at first and second with just 1 out, and Brant Whiting stepping to the plate. For reference on the season, the Otters' biggest comeback of the year was 4 runs. They've done that a couple of times, most notably here at home against the Southern Illinois Miners when they trailed 4-0 going into the 5th. Now it's Brant Whiting, 2 on, 1 out. The first pitch of the at-bat, big swing and a miss. Fastball gets by him, 0-1. So the Otters not exactly a team that's very accustomed to playing from behind or winning games when behind, but they got a lot of time left to just strike away at this lead and reduce it as much as they can. The 0-1 pitch fouled back to the net, Whiting on the 0-1 offering, but hits it straight back to the screen, 0-2.
Well, if you take Long and Harrison and Gardner away from this team, there is no home run power at all. That's it. I mean, sure, guy hits 1 home run or maybe even 2, but as far as any exceptional power, it's those 3 guys, and that's it.
0-2 on Whiting, and before the next pitch, he calls time. Cronin's out at second, Harrison at first, 1 out, bottom of the first inning. Otters trying to respond with something here after 6 runs came home to score for the Slammers in the top half of the frame. Scott Hoffman comes set on the mound, checks the runner. Kicks in, deals the 0-2. Breaking ball slashed foul by Whiting. Just able to get some lumber on a little curveball in the inner third. Count remains 0-2. Hoffman straightens up on the mound. Looks back to second. The next 0-2. Fastball zips outside. Tried to get Whiting to chase, but he leaves it there. A ball and 2 strikes on Whiting. DH tonight for the Otters. Caught last evening. Hitting .350 in his brief tenure with Evansville. a home run, 5 driven in as well.
And 5 doubles, too. So he's got a little extra base power.
1-2 pitch. Breaking ball dribbled up the first base line, able to spoil a good pitch on the inside half. Still 1-2. And those 5 doubles, actually, funny enough, those were his first 5 hits as an Otter.
Oh, is that right?
His first 5 hits were all doubles, and then his 6th hit was a single that he tried to stretch into a double but got thrown out at second.
Right, I do recall that now. Yes, I do recall. Right.
He's got a penchant for the 2-base hit. One of those wouldn't be too bad here. Men at first and second, 1 out. Evansville down by 6 runs here in the bottom of the first. Jeff Gardner on deck. Whiting battling here with 2 strikes. Kicking the pitch. Tries to check his swing on a pitch darting down and away, but he can't hold up. First strikeout of the game for Hoffman. Sets down Whiting swinging. And with 2 outs, it'll be up for Jeff Gardner to try and bring something home here in the bottom of the first with the Otters down by 6.
Well, Mr. Gardner could make it 6-3. He's got the power. He's got the experience. He's got the leadership.
Gardner came through yesterday in the first inning with an RBI single back through the box. Cronin at second, Harrison at first, 2 outs. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball misses down low, 1-0. Gardner 273 on the season, 7 home runs, 37 driven in. Second baseman Cruz a few steps onto the outfield grass and right to give himself some extra range. Shortstop Meadows positioned up the middle. The 1-0. Fastball tails down and away. Gardner leaves it there, and it's 2-0. Can really zero in on a fastball here, like you said, with the power he has. Try and cut this deficit in half real quick.
Although there's a big hole that you could drive 2 semis through between short and third.
2-0 on Gardner. Hoffman uncorks the pitch. Skied in the air to center field. Center fielder Lindley going back a few steps towards the right center field alley. He settles underneath it and puts it away for the final out of the inning. Otters threaten with 2 aboard, but can't come through with the clutch hit. We'll go to the second. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville nothing. You're on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.
Why Old National Bank? Old National Bank began in 1834 with just 1 room and a passion for helping people prosper. Today, we are honored and grateful to be the financial partner for so many businesses, families, and individuals like you. From our commitment to safety and security to our promise of service that will exceed your expectations, we want to be your bank for life. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
This Evansville Otters broadcast is made possible through support from New Image Travel. New Image Travel provides motor coach charter service to the United States and Canada with pickup within a 150-mile radius of Evansville. A full list of New Image Travel's offerings can be found online at newimagecharter.com. New Image Travel can be reached toll-free at 1-800-432-6213. New Image Travel, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the Tri-State, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 Tri-State locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
To the top half of the second inning we go here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Alongside Bill McHugh, I'm Sam Jelinek with the Otters trailing 6-0 with the game proceeding to the top of the second frame. Justin Garcia's going to take his second at-bat of the game. He doubled homer run his first time up. Left-handed batter, leads the Frontier League with 19 home runs. First pitch from Connor. Two-seamer runs over the outside edge, 0-1. Garcia also leads the league with 57 driven in. Watches a slow breaking ball fade its way over the outside edge, 0-2. Connor winds and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt on the front foot of Garcia. Lays off 1-2.
Yeah, I was just checking the book, Sam. His brother was Colin Connor. He was a catcher, and he caught here one year, and then he didn't come back because he went into coaching in a college. And in essence,
1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Garcia swings through a fastball in the inner third. Connor with his first punch out of the pen, and one out to begin the top of the second.
What I was trying to brag about was my son coached them in Plainfield High School up there in Plainfield, Indiana. And I know my son told me to look him up because he was a pretty good kid.
A pretty good ball player as well.
Yeah.
About to go into the line, but Zardone, the new hitter, calls time at the plate. One out, base is empty. 6-0, Joliet on top in the top of the second. Zardone, the new hitter, Connor's first pitch. Fastball pushes him off the inside corner. Can't grab the edge, 1-0.
And if I could add just one thing, Sam, the young man that I'm talking about, my son.
The 1-0 popped in the air, shallow right field. First baseman Bush going out, second baseman Cronin there, and straddling the right field line just into foul territory. He puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, my son, Jeff, that coached the Connors, was also a coach here for 2 days with the Otters. So I had to get that plug in for him.
A momentous 2 days, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. I asked him to come down from Plainfield to help me, and he graciously did.
First pitch, the next hitter, R.J. Thompson, a two-seamer just a bit downstairs for ball one. 2 outs, top of the second. Keaton Connor looking for the 1-2-3 frame. His pitch. Fastball misses inside, 2-0. Still 6-0 Slammers, top of the second inning. Thompson had an RBI single his first time up, a little infield knock. 2-0 pitch. Big swing, drills it in the air to center field. Center fielder Wales taking a few steps back, still backpedaling, and about 10 feet in front of the track, he puts it away for the final out of the inning. Keaton Connor comes in as a 1-2-3 frame in the second. We'll go to the bottom half of the inning. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville nothing. You're on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom half of the second inning we go. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville nothing. Austin Bush is going to lead it off for the Otters. Big left-handed stick strides into the plate. Hoffman's first pitch. Curveball hangs up and away for ball one.
Yeah, that Hoffman was practicing his curveballs in between innings as warm-ups, and I'll tell you what, it's an off-speed, but it's got a good bite.
His 1-0 pitch. Down on the back foot of Bush, he lays off 2-0. Austin now 2 for 8 in his 2 games as an Otter. 2 RBIs as well that came in yesterday's game on a 2-run single. Kicking the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Austin trying for that rare 6-run home run, but comes up empty for strike one.
Yeah, you said he was a home run king in his college, 20 home runs or something?
Yeah, UC Santa Barbara. 2-1 comes home. Ripped in the air down the right field line, but that's going to be foul, 2-2. Now, UC Santa Barbara, Bush set the single-season mark for most home runs in a season with 20 of them during his final year there. Had an average over 300, 20 long balls, over 60 RBIs. A real solid campaign.
I'd say 60 RBIs is a lot.
2-2 on Bush. Here it comes. Flown in the air out of play on the left side. Stays alive. Still 2-2, opening up the bottom of the second with Joliet leading 6-0.
You know, some of these colleges play about 60 ball games, so that would be an average of 1 RBI a game.
Yeah, Austin was also fortunate enough during his sophomore season. UC Santa Barbara made the run to the College World Series. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, chased outside. Second punch out of the game for Hoffman, and the first out in the bottom of the second.
I notice he's wearing one of those sleeves as well. We started the season off, several of our players had those arm sleeves. In fact, I think Manny Cruz was one, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. He actually has it on right now on his right arm.
You're right. And the other one was...
Valorio.
No, Castro.
First pitch to Mike Rizzatello, just a touch high, 1-0. Yeah, you're right. Castro with the Dominican flag arm sleeve.
And the catcher.
Valorio,
yeah.
Rizzatello hits here, 1 out, nobody on. Already ahead in the count, 1-0. And watches a fastball sink just downstairs for ball 2. Riz hitting well over his past couple of ball games, 7 for 15. 231 average overall, right-handed batter. Now the 2-0. Swung on and lined in the air to center. Center fielder Lindley over into the left center alley. He puts it away. Riz barreled it up, but no dice for him. Lindley with a good jump, able to put it away in the gap for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, I noticed with Mike, he had 25 hits, and out of the 25 hits, 11 for extra bases. I can't believe it, 3 triples.
Yeah.
Really?
One of those at River City on a ball off the right field fence. He almost had another, but was thrown out at third. Now with 2 outs, here's Zach Wells. Bases clear, Otters down by 6. First pitch to him. Swings away, fouls it straight back to the screen for strike 1.
Well, one thing is nice tonight watching the Otters batting is they're being aggressive at the plate. They're not taking those strikes. They're swinging.
0-1 offering. Line to third, but a little leap by Zardoni catches it at the brim of his cap for the final out of the inning. That's just about how things are going tonight for the Otters. We'll go to the third. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Since 1994, Slays Restoration has been assisting tri-state residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slays Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slays Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The Tin Fish Restaurant, located at 300 West Jennings Street in Newburgh, Indiana, is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Independently owned and operated, the Tin Fish menu features salads and sandwiches, as well as seafood platters and combos, and seafood burritos, tacos, and burgers. The Tin Fish Restaurant is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It can be reached by phone at 812-490-7000. The Tin Fish Restaurant.
To the top half of the third inning we go, and hey, Otters fans, if you're looking for jewelry, I know just the place to go. Whether you're searching for an exquisite diamond engagement ring, diamond anniversary band, dazzling earrings, or a gorgeous diamond bracelet, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Krookemeyer & Kahn, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Something tells me you learned that throughout life, Bill.
I bought an awful lot of diamonds.
Leading it off here is Manny Cruz for Joliet. Keaton Connor into his wind and fires a first pitch curveball downstairs for ball one.
Every time I buy a diamond for my wife, I buy one for my daughters and my daughter-in-laws.
1-0 pitch to Cruz. Two-seamer bores down and in on the inside half. 1-1.
I treat my daughter-in-laws like they were daughters.
6, 7, and 8 in the order for Joliet, still leading 6-0. Top half of the third inning. 1-1 pitch. Fisted on the ground to short. Gould waits back on it. Shortstop up with it. Fires to first in time to get Cruz for the first out here in the top half of the third inning. That's 5 in a row retired for Keaton Connor.
Number 2, right fielder, Chris Haslam.
I bought, let me see how many, I'm going to say like 10 or 12 diamonds in Switzerland when we were over there in Europe, and with the necklaces. And I was trying to figure out how could I smuggle bring them back to the United States.
First pitch to Rich Hoopy Haslam's a fastball on the inside half for strike one.
They were in our shoes and everything. I didn't want to pay that penalty.
Here comes the next pitch to Hoopy Haslam. Takes a called strike on the outside half. Connor with another one over there. Hoopy Haslam walked his first time up, stole second base, and came around to score on the London Lindley 2-run single. Connor winds in, fires a curveball downstairs in the dirt, 2-1. (6-0) Joliet, top half of the third inning. 2-1 pitch. Absolutely skied in the air on the infield right side. Bush calling for it, but now the second baseman Cronin in the base path will put it away for the second out of the inning.
I'm beginning. Was that the diamond capital? Switzerland was the watches.
Yeah, Switzerland is watches. Diamonds, I thought, was Africa.
No. Well,
blood
overseas.
diamonds.
And anyway, I remember I bought all the watches for the sons-in-law and nephew or grandsons.
Now with 2 outs, here's Trey Fulton. Walked and scored his first time up and watches the first pitch fastball dirt the knees for strike one. I'm really sad you didn't have the foreshadowing ability to see that I might want one in the future when you were collecting those.
Yeah, well, I may go back over and get you one.
0-1 on Fulton, right-handed batter. Connor's 0-1. Stroked in the air out to center field. Wells takes a few steps back, now comes in a few more. Now a step to his left, he puts it away for the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 again for Keaton Connor. That's 7 in a row retired. We'll go to the bottom half of the third inning. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer & Kahn.
I'm Billy Bolin.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom half of the fourth inning, we venture on. J.J. Gould's going to get it started for the Otters with Evansville trailing 6-0 here in the second game of this three-game set. Otters were able to beat up on the Slammers yesterday to the tune of a 7-1 victory, and the Joliet Ball Club returning the favor early on in this one with a 6-0 lead.
Well, you know, one of the things, Sam, that helped the Otters last night was the Joliet team made 4 errors, too. The catcher was responsible for a couple of them.
First pitch of the frame to J.J. Gould, wrapped foul up the third base side for strike one. And you're right, the Otters took advantage of miscues by Joliet. Now the 0-1. Fastball sizzles in at the knees, outside half, 0-2 quickly on Gould. And tonight, those opportunities have not presented themselves yet. But we still got another about 6 innings to go.
Oh, yeah.
0-2 pitch to Gould. Fastball misses just off the outside corner, 1-2.
What, 21 outs?
That's a lot of outs to be had.
Yes, it is.
And everybody knows those final 3, well, they don't come easy. 1-2 pitch. Curveball wraps out of the strike zone, just off the corner, 2-2. Gould, the shortstop, hitting ninth. $167 this season, 1 double, 3 driven in. Now the 2-2. Ripped in the air to left center field, falling fast. That's going to be down. Left fielder Thompson cuts it off before the alley, and Gould will hold on at first base with a leadoff single. Nice line drive out to left field.
I'll tell you what, that Thompson out there in left field really got over there to hold JJ to a signal. I mean, that was extra bases. But I'll tell you what, he impressed me getting over there.
Yeah, I thought for sure that was going to be a double, but
so did I.
Thompson with some good wheels able to get there.
Yeah.
Holds Gould to just the single, but the Otters will take base runners any way they come at this point. Down 6-0 in the bottom of the third. Now it's David Cronin. He walked his first time up. 265 hitter, a home run, 20 driven in. Gould over at first. Hoffman from the set, his first pitch. Fastball misses below the strike zone, 1-0. Middle infield at double play depth. Third baseman Zardone even with the bag just behind the grass. Hoffman ready. Delivers the 1-0 pitch. Fastball just above the belt, can't find the zone. 2-0 now on David.
That looked good. From here, I thought it was a strike. But we get a different perspective from up here as far as really calling strikes.
And if you've never been to Bosse Field, the press box at the back of the stands underneath the terrace. 2-0. Skips in off the mask of the catcher, Fulton, and zips into the Otters dugout. It'll be a dead ball. Gould gets second base. I've seen a ball go into a dugout before, but not like that. That thing had made a beeline towards the Otters bench.
Yeah.
Gould now out at second. Nobody out. Bottom of the third inning. 6-0 Slammers, but the count's 3-0 on Cronin. Walked his first time up. Same situation. 3-0. Got a strike thrown to him and then walked on the 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. Fastball finds the zone on the outside corner, 3-1.
I was glad he took that for a strike. I hate seeing a situation like this, a batter getting up there and swinging on a 3-0 count when you're 6 runs down. Not that he did or would, but I just don't want it.
3-1 now on Cronin. Hoffman ready. Here comes the 3-1 and misses outside for the second straight at bat. David Cronin's drawing a base on balls. And the first two have reached here to begin the bottom half of the third inning. Runners at first and second, and Ryan Long stepping in.
And we have no outs, which so far has been, could be a productive inning.
Long flew out to right his first time up, shallow right field. Gould at second, Cronin at first, good speed on the base paths. First pitch from Hoffman, swung on line down the right field side, but that's going to be foul. Ryan just a little out in front for strike one.
How many balls have you seen Ryan hit that he pulled the ball down exactly in that area, which means he's got a quick bat.
And he's very close. You saw yesterday, absolute blast he had out to right field. He's really tapping into that power he has on the pull side, which is really awesome to see. 0-1 on Long, left-handed batter. 7 home runs on the season. Third baseman Zardone plays in the pitch. Slow breaking ball drops in on the outside half, just below the belt, 0-2.
That's that pitch he was warming up with an inning ago, and he had it perfected. If he threw 5, he threw 5 perfect strikes.
Quickly 0-2 on Long. Hoffman at the ready. Checks the runner at second. Here's the 0-2. A fastball high and outside. A little chase pitch. But Ryan does not oblige, and it's 1-2.
That's the pitch that got Bush.
Have to imagine now, after the high fastball, Hoffman's going to come back with that breaking pitch downstairs.
Yeah, no, you got a good vision.
Changing the eye level there. We'll see what happens. 2 on, nobody out. 1-2 on Long. The pitch. Rolled on the ground up the first base line. Foul. Looked like a little changeup, perhaps.
There you go again. You beat me to the punch. But that's what I agree with. It was an off-speed pitch. We were looking for the curveball, didn't get the fastball, didn't get the curve, but we got an off-speed change, if you want to call it that.
So a little dilemma for Hoffman. He's seen Long turn on the fastball and the changeup. 1-2 pitch. Went with another fastball, missing high and outside again, 2-2. That's one thing Ryan does oh so well. It was closer earlier in the season, but for most of the season, his strikeout to walk ratio has been just about 1-1. That almost always indicates to anybody that, you know, this guy's got a good handle of the bat at the plate and also a very good idea of the strike zone.
Well, last year he was batting first and got a lot of walks, and we used to comment that exactly what you're saying. He has a good eye.
The 2-2. Checks his swing on a curveball down and in. They'll appeal out to second, but Freck says he held up in time.
Right.
And the count's full 3-2. Long working it all the way back after being down in the count 0-2. Count now full. 2 on, nobody out. Bottom of the third inning. Otters trying to claw their way back, down by 6. Hoffman set. The payoff pitch. Lined in the air to left field. Thompson coming on hard. He goes back now, leaps it in and out of his glove, and he's going to roll to the warning track. 1 run's going to score. Cronin heading home. He's going to score. Long into third. He's in there. We'll see how they score, but 2 runs score for the Otters. They're back in this ball game. It's now a 6-2 Joliet lead. They'll give Long the triple, his 5th on the season, and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, I tell you, we were just complimenting Thompson out there in left field, and I think he just misjudged that.
Really misplayed it. I did not think that ball was going to be as far over his head as it was, but long with a lot of backspin, Thompson started in, tried to trace back, had the ball hit off his glove and fall. Would have been a tough play, leaping back over his noggin. Now Travis Harrison, the first pitch, swings and fouls it back over the screen, 0-1. So it's, go ahead, Bill.
No, I'm going to say 2, 2, 2, and 2, and you're winning.
Why not? It's now a 6-2 game, long at third, a important third run in the inning if the Otters can try and have their deficit. Still nobody out.
Right.
Now Harrison at the plate, who lined a frozen rope to left. First time up, the 0-1. Breaking ball hangs upstairs above the letters 1-1.
Excuse me for interrupting, but if you look out there in right center, do I see a bucket with people up in the air?
That looks like one of those
a fire truck buckets.
One of those crane lift type of things.
Yeah, my God.
The 1-1. Slider bounced in. Nice block by Fulton. Holds long at third, 2-1.
Are we having fireworks after the game?
I don't think so. Not quite sure what they're doing out there.
I know. I mean, they're up over the building, at least 20 feet up over the building.
Probably a good view of the game.
Yeah, I'll say so, but...
moving around.
Oh, it's coming down. Oh, no, it's shaking. They must be listening to us.
The 2-1. Harrison rips it out into left field. Thompson on the run, going back into his left. The left fielder puts it away. But coming home to score from third is Long on the sacrifice fly. The Otters have trimmed the deficit in half. Yeah. It's now a 6-3 game.
We're back in the game, as we said. You know, got a lot of outs.
Number 32.
And now all of a sudden the people out there are gone.
Yeah. Maybe we scared them.
I'm concerned.
Oh, no. Did they drop down?
First pitch to Brant Whiting's on the inside corner, 0-1.
Oh, I don't know. I'm confused now.
One out, base is clear. It's now 6-3 Joliet Otters with 3 home in the frame. The 0-1. Fastball tailing outside. Whiting leaves it there, 1-1.
They're back.
Whiting struck out swinging his first time up. Here's the pitch. Down and in, plays hopscotch, bounces out of the box, 2-1. Joliet 6, Evansville 3, 3 home here in the bottom of the third. Whiting at the plate, left-handed hitter. Hoffman kicks in, deals the 2-1. Misses again with the fastball off the outside corner, and 3-1 on Whiting.
We could take a walk.
3-1 delivery. Just missing down and in. Whiting backs off of the plate, draws the walk. That's the third one issued by Hoffman on the day. And out comes the manager, Jeff Isom, to try and calm down his starter. Snake to a 6-run lead. He's now allowed 3 in the third, with Whiting at first and Jeff Gardner stepping in. Otters fans, remember Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course has the best golf rates in town, now offering 18 holes with a cart for just $18. Don't forget the dollar drafts and $5 pitchers of ice-cold beer. Come and visit the Bolt. Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Meeting on the mound finally adjourned. Isom back to the dugout. And Jeff Gardner striding in. Flew out to center his first time up. He's got Whiting at first, 1 out. Bottom of the third inning. It's now 6-3 Joliet. Evansville trying to chip away. First pitch of the AB. Fastball tails down and outside for ball 1. Gardner, 273 on the season. Bumped his average up last night with 2 hits and 3 at-bats. Included a RBI single in the first inning of yesterday's game. Hoffman's 1-0. Popped up foul over the backstop, out of play, 1-1. Whiting takes his lead from first base, not a threat to run. He's not attempted to steal all season. Hill holds him on over there. Gardner from the left side of the box, the 1-1. Lined out into center field. Lindley with a good jump, though, hit just to his right. And the center fielder puts it away, moving a few steps towards the left center field gap for the second out of the inning. Gardner stung it, but nothing to show for it. Just the second out here in the bottom of the third. Now with 2 outs, it'll be up to Austin Bush to keep the half inning going. It's now 6-3. Bush struck out swinging his first time up, chasing a fastball high and outside. One of 2 strikeouts Hoffman's piled up thus far. Waiting a short lead from first. Hoffman comes set. Cranks and fires the 0-1. Zips in a fastball, missing in the right-handed batter's box, 1-1.
You notice so many catchers nowadays, when they want an outside pitch, they really extend their body, and that's where he did then, and he got exactly where he wanted it.
1-1 offering. Slider down on the back foot of Bush. He spits on it for ball 2. Back in control of the count now.
I think they overemphasize where they want the pitch. All you got to do is just put the glove there, and at least that's what we used to be taught, that pitchers would throw to the glove.
Hoffman taking his time, finally comes ready, set of the belt. The short leg kick, the pitch. Rolled softly on the ground to second. Cruz tries to flip it to second, drops it, then the glove hand flip onto the shortstop. Meadows at the bag for the force out. Nearly a catastrophe for Manny Cruz, but he gets the final out of the inning. We'll go to the fourth. Otters cut the deficit in half. It's now Joliet 6 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
Why Old National Bank? Old National Bank began in 1834 with just one room and a passion for helping people prosper. Today, we are honored and grateful to be the financial partner for so many businesses, families, and individuals like you. From our commitment to safety and security to our promise of service that will exceed your expectations, we want to be your bank for life. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The top half of the fourth inning we go. It's now Joliet 6 and Evansville 3. The Otters back in this ball game. Keaton Connor coming back out for the fourth frame. He finished off the first inning with the final out, then got 1, 2, 3 frames in the second and third. We'll try and I don't think the word's triplicate, but I'll go ahead and say it. I'll try and triplicate the feat here in the fourth, making up words.
No, it's in an English dictionary.
First pitch of the frame to Chaz Meadows, misses high, 1-0. I'll believe you, Bill. I'll take your word for it.
I helped write that dictionary, so I know.
Meadows walked his first time up, 9-hole hitter. Connor's pitch. Fought off the hands into shallow left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Little loop-in liner dunks into shallow left for a base knock for Meadows. Breaking up a streak of 7 in a row retired by Connor.
You know, if you recall last night, when the Joliet team started hitting the first couple of hits they got off, Wayne was all cheapy just like that, bloopers over the first base, over the infield.
They count all the same, though. Meadows at first, now the top of the order, London Lindley. Connor sent his pitch, missing down and away, nearly in the dirt, but a nice pick by Rizzatello for ball 1.
Yeah, in the score book, it's a screaming line drive base hit.
Lindley is 1 for 1 with a 2-run single off of Connor his last time up. A throw over to first, and back to the bag is Meadows standing.
You know, that's one of the reasons why a lot of scouts don't believe in batting averages for high schools and colleges.
1-0 pitch. Missing in the dirt again, 2-0. I've noticed a pretty good difference with Keaton Connor going from the stretch as opposed to the windup. From the windup, he had some trouble in the first, and then in the second and third, threw back-to-back 1, 2, 3 frames, and now back from the stretch again, having a little bit of command issues as Matt Chavarria gets loose down in the Otters bullpen.
Yeah. Well, just to emphasize a little what I just said, insofar as scorekeeping, in colleges and high school, girlfriends allowed to keep the score a lot, and errors become hits and whatever else. But girls...
The 2-0. Lindley swings away, cues it off the end of his bat up the first base side for strike 1.
Girls can inflate an individual's stats.
Two and 1 on Lindley at 6-3. Joliet, top of the fourth. The pitch. Fastball misses just inside, 3-1.
That might be a good 3-1 count to advance.
Meadows 2 for 4 in stolen bases this season. Connor set. The 3-1 runner stays put, and it's lined out to short. Gould field throws back to first low, but Bush able to knock it down and keep it in front. Thought about the double play there, but Meadows gets back to the bag quickly. Lindley with a little liner floats it out to Gould for the first out of the inning, with Meadows remaining at first. And now it's Trent Hill, the first baseman. 1 for 2 today, bounced out to short his first time up against Keaton Connor, and then also doubled in the first inning off of Tyler Vale to bring home the first run of the game. Meadows still at first, 1 out, top of the fourth. Connor ready, the first pitch, runner goes, misses downstairs. Rizzatello's throw to second is in time. The tag applied by Gould. Meadows is had. He tried to swim around the tag applied by Gould, but no dice. The second runner caught stealing by Rizzatello tonight. And now 2 outs, bases clear, and a 1-0 count on Trenton Hill.
Well, I keep saying, Sam, hope somebody believes me that Mike's got the best arm in the catching department.
The 1-0 to Hill. Slow curveball drops over the inside edge, 1-1.
Give him an opportunity and he'll throw out every runner.
Absolutely perfect strike there from Rizzatello.
And the guy had a good lead. I mean, a good jump, too.
1-1, two-seamer misses just off the inside corner. Started off the plate, could not work its way back to it. 2-1 on Hill. 2 outs, bases clear. Still 6-3 Joliet. Top of the fourth. The pitch. popped in the air, foul, third base side. Long gives it a look, but the third baseman runs out of room, and the count's even at 2.
Rizzatello has a great, accurate, quick release throw. And that's why he throws out so many runners.
2-2 on Trenton Hill. Connors only picked up 1 strikeout out of the pen. The pitch. Popped foul out of play down the left field side. Count will remain even. The 2-2 again. Curveball hangs way upstairs. Connor missed badly. And the count's full 3-2 on Hill with Justin Garcia on deck.
Well, if you notice where he released that ball, I think it fell out of his arm. He didn't release it.
Payoff pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Hill lays off. He works the walk. Connor can't find the strike zone on Trenton Hill in the 3-2 pitch. Second walk out of the bullpen for Keaton Connor. And now that'll bring up Justin Garcia, 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first off of Kyler Vale.
But you give Keaton a lot of credit, though, the throwaway curveball on that 3-2 count. He's got confidence in that pitch.
Connor from the stretch again. Garcia at the plate, the first pitch. Misses with a fastball on the shoe tops, 1-0. Garcia, the Frontier League home run and RBI leader at the moment, 19 and 57 respectively. Slammers already up 6-3 in this ball game. Garcia a part of that with an RBI double in the first. Then struck out swinging against Connor to open the second. Throw over to first, Hill back in with a dive. Chavarria continues to loosen up down in the Otters bullpen. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Connor ready. Unfurls the 1-0. Fastball pops the mitt but can't find the outside corner, 2-0. Connor's been peppering the outer reaches of the strike zone, just barely off of the plate, and most Joliet hitters aren't chasing. Gonna have to come in here on Garcia, 2-0, 2 outs, man at first. The pitch. Fastball looked a little bit more outside, but this time Connor gets the call, and it's 2-1.
I tell you what, I'm with you on that. I thought that was wider, and yet it was a strike compared to the pitch before. You're right.
2-1 pitch. Line down the left field side, 2-2, and you can see how that strike call on the previous pitch came into play there. That was almost the same identical pitch again to Garcia. This time he offers at it, even though he's pretty certain, he's a strong guy with a lot of home runs. He likes the ball middle in. He goes after a pitch out of his happy zone, and Connor is able to level the count 2-2. Connor's next pitch. Dribbled back to the screen off the netting. Count will stay even on Garcia. Hill's at first base. There's 2 outs, top of the 4th. 6-3, Joliet in front. Otters trying to keep it that way. They trailed 6-0 after a full inning of play. Cut away with 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 of them coming on a Ryan Long 2-run triple. The next 2-2 pitch. Skied in the air, foul ground, third base side. Third baseman Long right into the coach's box, staggers his feet, leans back a little and makes the catch. For the final out of the inning, we'll go to the bottom half of the 4th. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krugemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krugemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
Pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krugemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
The Evansville.
I always take the...
We go to the bottom half of the fourth inning here from Bosse Field. It's now a 6-3 ball game. Mike Rizzatello leads it off in the bottom half of the fourth. Joliet on top. 7, 8, and 9 in the Otters order. The first pitch of the frame is fouled back out of play. 0-1 on Riz.
Yeah, it'd be nice that Mike gets on. I'm a big fan of his. I mean, as a former catcher, and I like the way he his defense.
0-1 pitch. Overhand curveball finds the outside corner for a called strike 2.
Hoffman has that particular off-speed curveball down pat. He's got a patent on it.
Rizzatello flew out to center his first time up. Here it comes. Popped in the air, foul ground, first base side. Hill, the first baseman, giving chase by the sidewall. He makes the catch.
Oh, he did.
A nice grab for Trenton Hill, trying to look up into the bright lights and catch the ball coming down very close to the roof of Bosse Field. He puts it away for the first out of the inning. We've seen many a first baseman head over there trying to deal with the roof and the way it's angled. Sometimes you don't know if the ball is going to come down. And Hill did well to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Now it's Zach Wells' turn. Another right-handed batter. Hoffman's first delivery. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1.
I think in one of your broadcasts on the road you mentioned the depth of the foul territory here in Bosse Field, first base and third base.
0-1, another good breaking ball from Hoffman. Starts out Zach Wells the same way he did Rizzatello. Fastball, curveball landed. It's 0-2. Yeah, you go around the rest of the ballparks in the league easily in terms of the amount of depth of foul ground. The 0-2 misses down and away, 1-2. Bosse Field has the most in terms of how far from the first base bag. If you're facing home plate, can you travel to your left? Is it the most outright foul ground? I don't know, because of how tight the backstop is to home plate. 1-2 pitch. Curveball upstairs, 2-2. It's very odd to see at a place like Bosse Field where the backstop to home plate is closer than the sidewall is to first base. Normally it's the other way around.
Well, you know, you got to go back, Sam.
2-2. Curveball down and away. Wells tries to check his swing. They'll appeal to first, and Freck says he went around. So that's the third punch out of the game for Scott Hoffman. Wells retired. And 2 outs here in the bottom half of the fourth. Joliet still on top, 6-3.
You got to remember back in antiquated times when Benny Bosse, one of my old friends that was mayor of this town, the home plate was like halfway to where the pitcher's mound is now. And we had the brick wall. We didn't have the portable fence. So I'm going to say it was like 335, 340 to the foul line, not 315 or 320, what it is now.
1-0 to J.J. Gould's fouled back out of play. 1-1 on the Otters shortstop. Singleton scored his first time up, kicking off that third inning rally.
And I'll tell you what, you didn't see many home runs in those days. You had to have some power.
Hoffman winds in, fires his 1-1 pitch. Curveball hangs above the letters. 2-1 on Gould. JJ now 6 for 31 in his brief Otters tenure, spanning just over 10 games. The kick and the pitch. Popped foul out of play, right-hand side. The count's even at 2.
Yeah, I was sorry to see our Thomas All-Star leave. Whatever reason, I heard his back was aching and whatever, but I thought he was an asset to the Otters.
Hoffman winds in, fires the pitch. Little looping liner over the head of the second baseman, Manny Cruz, and down into right field. Second hit of the game for J.J. Gould. He's 2 for 2. The inning's going to chug along for David Cronin in the top of the order. Just fought off the hands. Gould took an inside fastball, inside outed it the other way for a base knock. And now it's Cronin's turn. He's walked twice, so no official at-bat yet. Also scored a run. 6-3, Joliet still on top, bottom half of the fourth inning. Gould, a 2-out base runner at first, and Cronin striding in from the left side. Hoffman from the stretch comes ready. Here's the pitch. Popped in the air, shallow left field. Third baseman Zardone going back, reaching up, he'll make the catch. About 30 steps onto the outfield grass down the left field line for the final out of the inning. We're through 4 complete, to the 5th we go. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville 3. You're on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Kroekemeyer and Kahn.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vanderburgh or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
Keaton Connor's night out of the bullpen is done, and boy, I don't think he thought he'd be throwing 3 1/3 innings after coming on in the first inning, but he does just that. Just 2 hits allowed, no runs, 2 walks, and a punch-out for him. A phenomenal job for Keaton Connor out of the bullpen, as Matt Chavarria is going to come on in here and make an appearance, his first of the season for Evansville. Started off the year with River City. He pitched in 1 game for them. Now coming here to Evansville, where he played his college ball at the University of Southern Indiana, won a Division II national championship here. Comes on into the ball game with Joliet leading 6-3 at the start of the 5th. Chavarria, right-handed tosser, 6 feet, 195 pounds. Now his first tour of duty here in the Frontier League. Spent 2016 with Normal, 2017 with River City, and now 2018, 1 game with the Rascals, and now his first here with Evansville. Originally from Carlsbad, New Mexico, but played 4 years at Southern Indiana. It's going to be 4, 5, and 6 in the Joliet order to get things going, with Evansville hoping to keep this game within reach, just a 3-run game. Joliet's been held in check after the 6-run first. Chavarria is going to start from the first base side of the rubber. Zardone standing in from the right side. He kicks and deals his first pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the netting for strike 1.
You know, for a little man, he's got a pretty good fastball.
Pretty good velo in there.
Yeah.
Using a red mitt out on the mound. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball inside, but Zardone can't lay off with a little half swing that he tried to hold back on. Ended up with his arm in a chicken wing fashion, 0-2.
Yeah, he's got a quick arm release. Gives it a little faster velocity.
From the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Bounced on the ground out to second. On the third big hop, Cronin fields, and the second baseman flips on to first. To retire Zardone, one away in the top of the fifth.
Number 22, left fielder, R.J.
Zardone done away with, and now it's R.J. Thompson, 1 for 2 with an infield single that produced a run back in that 6-run first. Since then, Joliet's only been able to scrounge together one more hit and one walk as well. First pitch from Chavarria home, misses down and in for ball 1.
Yeah, that big hit that got by Long on third base there, drove in 2 runs. That was the final.
1-0 pitch, hit on the ground to third. Long playing even with the bag, picks it up, now drops it, picks it up again. Low throw to first, but scooped by Austin Bush cleanly to retire R.J. Thompson. Amo will go down as an ordinary 5-3, but it was nothing like it for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, he played clumsy. That reminds me of that last out that the Otters had with Manny Cruz making that fumble and then forcing to get the run to second. It looked like he was letting the fans remember him from his days here as an Otter.
Now with 2 away, here is Manny Cruz. Watches the first pitch fastball over the inner half for strike 1.
He always got the man, but he did play with the ball for a while before he threw it.
2 outs, top of the 5th, 6-3 Joliet. The 0-1. Tapped down the third base line, foul, 0-2.
You know, there was a story in today's paper, USA, I don't know if you saw it, about a pitcher going from throwing 1 inning of relief for one team in the major leagues, and all he did was use the pitching golf cart that go from one dressing room to the other.
The 0-2 pitch. Just barely able to tap it back foul, still 0-2.
When I was reading that this morning, I was thinking of you, Sam, with what we were discussing. Yeah, using the golf cart to go from one locker room to the other.
0-2 on Cruz, 2 outs, bases clear. The pitch. Fastball inside, spinning Cruz out of the way. Fastball nearly ticked him, but it misses him 1-2. Joliet still leading 6-3, and I'm not sure if you saw this. The Tampa Bay Rays employed the interesting strategy of they had a righty on the mound. They had a left-hander due up at the plate. 1-2. Roped on the ground to third. Long a few steps to his left, gobbles it up. A high throw to first, but Bush with more than enough height to bring it down. Stays on the bag. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Matt Chavarria. I'll tell you what the Tampa Bay Rays did that was so curious in the next half inning. We're halfway home. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krokemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krokemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krokemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krokemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krokemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krokemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krokemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krokemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krokemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krokemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom half of the fifth inning we go. It's still 6-3 Joliet on top of Evansville. Ryan Long's going to lead it off for the Slammers up against Scott Hoffman. First pitch of the frame, a slow curveball, misses high for ball one. To wrap up my story about the Tampa Bay Rays, well, what they did was they had a righty on the mound that they liked, but a left-hander due up. So they bring in the left-handed pitcher to come on. 1-0 misses down and in on Long, 2-0. But instead of having the right-hander exit the game, they had him play third base so that way, after the left-hander faced the left-handed batter, they could bring the righty back in from third base without having to waste him. The 2-0 popped in the air, third base side of the diamond. Third baseman Zardone underneath of it, coming in towards the plate, puts it away about 45 feet up the foul line for the first out of the inning. Long pops out to third for the first down to the bottom of the fifth, and that brings up Travis Harrison. 1 for 1, a sacrifice fly his last time up in the third. We've only seen scoring in this ball game in 2 half innings apiece. 6 runs in the first for Joliet, 3 in the bottom of the third for Evansville, and other than that, all zeros. First pitch, fastball pops the mitt on the outside edge, but missing, 1-0. Harrison, right-handed stick, and he's been heating up over his past 10 after a middling month of July. The 1-0 pitch, fastball nearly the same spot, a few inches closer to the corner now, 1-1. Travis, 324 over his past 10. That includes 3 home runs, one of those yesterday. 5 runs driven in as well. And a little bit unlucky with his home runs. They've all been solo shots. 1-1 pitch. Watches a curveball break a little bit too high, 2-1.
That looked real good.
Umpires are always so hesitant to call that high breaking pitch because it can be a little bit surprising to them out of the eye. You're not used to seeing it there. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. The heater blows by Harrison, 2-2.
There was a little mustard on that pitch. Of course, that was an off-speed curveball before that, and then throw it. It looks like it's faster than it is.
Umpires sometimes have a hard time diagnosing that high breaking pitch. It might drop in at the letters, but it looks so unnatural. The 2-2 fastball just off the outside black below the knees, and the count's full on Harrison.
I had let me just say, a government agent. I won't go any further.
What have you got yourself into, Bill? Payoff pitch. Rolled foul up the third base line. Harrison stays alive.
All I'll say is I think that they have a place down Lindsay, or not Lindsay, Virginia, but Lansing or something, somewhere in Virginia.
Lansdowne, Maryland?
No. Anyway, people didn't believe the curveball curves, and they did an experiment.
Payoff pitch again. Lined out into left field, falling fast. Thompson coming in, but will play it on a hop. Thought about diving for it, but instead plays it safe. Harrison with his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 2, and it's a 1-out base runner for Brant Whiting.
Yeah, not Lansdowne, Lansing, or it's in Maryland. It's in Virginia. Did I say Maryland? It's in Virginia.
There's Quantico, Virginia, which I know is like the FBI training place.
Yeah, no, this is another government agency. And anyway.
Whiting, left-handed batter. Hoffman set the first pitch, swung on and foul tipped at the plate off the catcher for strike 1. It's still 6-3 Joliet. Bottom of the fifth inning. Otters got a man aboard with 1 out for Whiting, who's 0 for 1 today. I just watched myself a very interesting movie about a baseball player that was intertwined with politics. Wasn't found out until after his death, of course. The 0-1, a fastball high, 1-1. Catcher by the name of Mo Berg. Not sure if that name rings a bell to you at all. He was a catcher back in the 20s and 30s.
He was a spy.
He was a spy.
For American
during World War II.
World War II, that's right.
And,
yes.
The movie based off of a book, like you said, he was a catcher, he was the spy. Well, the book was called The Catcher Was a Spy.
Yeah.
Mo Berg,
I think it was in Japan or something, wasn't it?
So part of the story revolves around Berg was not to say he wasn't an accomplished baseball player. 1-1 home to Whiting, he fouls it back for strike 2. But, he had a very middling career, stayed up in the bigs for 10 to 15 seasons, made a nice place for himself as a backup catcher. But I think it was in 1932, America sent in a goodwill tour some of their Major League All-Stars over to Japan to tour and barnstorm across the country against Japan's national team. And Berg happened to be selected as one of the guys who went. 1-2 pitch behind the back of Whiting, bounces in, backhand pick by the catcher Fulton. The umpire appealed out to Dennis Freck at second, who raised his arms up saying, "What are you asking me about?" I think he was trying to ask him whether or not it hit him. The count's even at 2.
Yeah, I think I read that story. I don't know. I didn't see the movie or the book, but I know I read it somewhere.
2-2 on Whiting, man at first, 1 out. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Whiting chases down low. Second time he struck out against Hoffman tonight. 4 in the game for the righty. And I'll bring up Jeff Gardner with 2 out. Joliet still up by 3. And the barnstorming tour went to Japan and had names, guys like Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, the best of the time, and then Mo Berg as well. And it turns out he was there as a spy to gather intelligence of locations of things in Japan, just in case the U.S. might go to war with them someday. Turns out they did. And then during the war, during World War II, Berg was recruited as a special agent. First pitch to Gardner, misses down and away for ball 1. And as a special agent, what his task ended up being was to try and track down and possibly kill Werner Heisenberg, who was responsible for Nazi Germany's atomic program. 1-0 home to Gardner. Spins away from a fastball that's called strike 1 on the inner black, 1-1. And he didn't end up having to kill Heisenberg or anything, because it turned out the Germans weren't as close to the atomic bomb as the United States happened to be. But it was an interesting task for a guy who spent 15 years as a major league catcher. 1-1, runner goes. Gardner swings and misses. The bat looked like it almost hit the catcher Fulton, who couldn't get the throw off. Harrison swipes second base, his 13th steal of the season. It's 0-2 on Gardner, or 1-2 on Gardner rather, with Harrison now in scoring position with 2 outs, and Joliet still on top, 6-3.
That might have been a hit and run, because that was a high outside pitch that he went after, and now he's asking for interference, I believe.
And that's what I kind of thought might have happened. Gardner's backswing looked like it almost got in the way of Fulton, but instead of Fulton trying to get off the throw and almost inducing interference, he worked around it and didn't throw, meaning that Harrison got second base. Normally for interference to be called, the throw has to be made. We're going to appeal with the second base umpire, Dennis Freck, now. Dykeman and Freck will discuss.
See, what a catcher should do is throw it and then run into the batter. Therefore, hey, it really looks, I mean, even though the catcher is going into the batter, it still makes it look like the batter's interfering.
Yeah, you got to sell the interference a little bit. Looks like it's going to be no call.
Right.
And Fulton wasn't pleading too much himself, so that might have affected things as well.
Yeah, I think the umpire on the base was looking at the steal, and so he wasn't looking at the batter.
Anyways, the count's 1-2 on Gardner. Left-handed stick, 0 for 2. 2 flyouts to center. Hoffman set. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him with the changeup. Gardner down on strikes. Back-to-back Ks for Hoffman to close out the 5th. And we'll go to the 6th. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
This Evansville Otters broadcast is made possible through support from New Image Travel. New Image Travel provides motor coach charter service to the United States and Canada with pickup within a 150-mile radius of Evansville. A full list of New Image Travel's offerings can be found online at newimagecharter.com. New Image Travel can be reached toll-free at 1-800-432-6213. New Image Travel, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the tri-state. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the tri-state, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 tri-state locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The top half of the 6th inning, we move along. Still 6-3 Joliet in front. Matt Chavarria back out for the 6th inning now after tossing a scoreless 5th.
And a fan called us, or what they call it, anyway, tweeted us and tell us that it was Langley, Virginia. I won't say what agency.
The good old-fashioned Google machine helping us out.
Yeah.
Ridge Hoopy Haslam leads it off for Joliet. Chavarria's first pitch is inside. It hits him on the shoulder. Gotta give Hoopy Haslam some credit there. That fastball was in. He took it like a champ. And a leadoff base runner there for the Slammers.
Number 29.
An ominous start to the top half of the 6th inning. Joliet leading 6-3. Hoopy Haslam at first. He's already stolen a base tonight, 16 for 18 on the season. Trey Fulton at the plate. He's 0 for 1, running his hitless streak to 23 in a row. First pitch lined right back up the middle, and that's the end of that streak. A base knock clean into center. Hoopy Haslam up to second. Trey Fulton now 1 for 24 after that hit. Breaks his hitless slumber, and it's runners at first and second with nobody out here to begin the 6th inning.
You know, Manny Cruz is the only man that's in their lineup that hasn't been on base. Everybody else either a walk or a base hit.
Sounds like an inside job to me.
Yeah.
Now Chaz Meadows 1 for 1 with a single. We'll see if he bunts. Ryan Long's thinking that, creeping in on the grass. The first pitch is home. He shows bunt, and it's a called strike at the top of the zone. Rizzatello's now going to call time and talk things over with Chavarria. It's 6-3 Joliet. They haven't scored since the first, but in prime position here in the top of the 6th. The men at first and second, nobody out. Meadows at the plate with good speed. Showed bunt on the first pitch, but took a called strike.
If I was Mr. Bush, I'd come in a little more. I don't think he's got good. Well, there he is backing up again. Conceding. Long has got to cover third and the bunt at the same time.
The 0-1 bunted back behind home plate, kicked out off the plate and over Rizzatello's head. For strike 2 on Meadows. It'll be interesting. We've seen a couple times this season the bunt stay on with 2 strikes.
Yeah. You know, I once said that we should fine one of our ball players because he failed to execute the bunt, and he did it all year long, failing to execute, and his parents complained.
The 0-2, Meadows shows bunt again and watches a curveball dance inside 1-2.
You know, that should be one of the basic things you learn in baseball. Bunt. When I used to teach hitting That was one of the things I always thought was that's how you start. Bunt and then bring the bat back. And
1-2 pitch, bunted at and missed.
Right.
High fastball. Meadows chases, trying to lay down the sac bunt. He struck out. First punch out for Chavarria as an Otter. Runners stay at first and second, and that'll bring up London Lindley.
And that eliminates the bunt.
Lindley, the leadoff man, 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. 1 out, top of the 6th, 2 on. Joliet doubling up the Otters right now, 6-3. Top of the 6th. Rizzatello sets up in. Chavarria steps off the rubber, goes to the rosin bag. Long again playing in on the grass. Bush over at first behind the runner. Chavarria set his first pitch. Runner takes off for third. Rizzatello throws on the money, and he is saved.
Oh, no.
Just around the tag. Ryan Long, the throw beat him there. Looked like Long got the tag down. Maybe he slid to the outside of the bag. I'm not sure.
Oh, my God.
Haslam steals third, his second stolen base of the day. Staying at first was Fulton.
I mean, Mike threw a perfect throw to third base, and oh, my goodness, how he did it. And I'll tell you what, Andy's not complaining, so whatever it is, boy, I don't know how he got away.
Runners at the corners now, 1 out, top of the 6th. It was a called strike on Lindley. Tough man to double up with great speed from the right side. Chavarria at the belt is 0-1. Lindley shows bunt, and that's a called strike 2 on a bunt attempt by Lindley. I thought he tried to take it back, but apparently not. No argument from him, so it's 0-2 quickly.
I don't know if that was a safe bunt squeeze, because the runner on third ran halfway down but ran back.
0-2, breaking ball in the dirt. Lindley lays off. Rizzatello smothers it, and the runners stay where they are at first and third.
Mike couldn't throw the runner back out at third because Ryan had come in on a possible bunt. So, you know, if you threw it to third, he wasn't going to get the runner anyway.
Fulton at third, Haslam at third. The 1-2 grounded back to the screen. Still 1-2 on London Lindley. One-two again. Swung on and missed. Slider down and away. Lindley chases. Rizzatello keeps it in front. Chavarria with back-to-back punch-outs here in the 6th. And now he's just got to go through Trenton Hill to keep the Slammers at bay. Runners at first and third. Joliet leads it 6-3 in the 6th.
Yeah, we got to get this guy out, so we still got a chance. As they say, the game's not over until the fat lady sings.
Hill, left-handed batter. Chavarria's first pitch is swung on and missed. A wicked cut by Hill. Comes up empty, 0-1.
Well, I tell you what, this club showed me one thing tonight. They are aggressive on the base paths.
Joliet leads the league with the most steals, crossing the 100 threshold tonight. The 0-1's a fastball, rises upstairs, 1-1.
Well, Lindsay got 2, right?
Lindley's got 2. Hoopy Haslam's got 2. So that's 4 right there. 2 caught stealings as well.
Yeah.
The pitch, fastball, called strike 2 on the inside. Black Hill displeased with the call. And it's a ball in 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. 1-2 on Trenton Hill. 1 for 2 today with an RBI double back in the 6th run first. Joliet hasn't scored since that frame, and Chavarria looking to keep it that way. He's set. The 1-2 pitch. Change up down low. Could not get Hill to offer at it. And the count's even.
Yeah, two strikes, 2 outs, 2 balls, and 2 runners on.
Chavarria set. Wheels and deals the 2-2. Hard ground ball over to second. Cronin ranges towards the bag, gobbles it up, throws over to first to retire Hill, and Chavarria escapes the threat with no damage. To the bottom half of the 6th, it's Joliet 6 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Bottom half of the 6th inning about to get underway. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville 3 here from Bosse Field. Alongside Bill McHugh, I'm Sam Jelinek, with the Otters looking to pick up their 2nd straight win against the best team in the Frontier League, the Joliet Slammers. And depending on how the rest of the scores go final across the Frontier League, big impact from this game as Austin Bush swings away at the first pitch and skies it in the air to shallow right field. Second baseman Cruz out onto the turf. He settles underneath of it and puts it away for the first out of the 6th. Bush retired on 1 pitch.
The Otters have been known throughout the last few years to score in the latter 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. So we're in the 6th, but still we'll take a run.
Mike Rizzatello now the hitter. He's 0 for 2. Scott Hoffman back to work in his 6th inning. Fires a fastball to Rizzatello right over the heart of the plate for strike 1.
And you got somebody warming up down there in that bullpen. This my guy might be going out.
The 0-1 slider called strike 2 on the outside corner. Just barely nicking the outside black. 0-2 on Rizzatello. Flown out to center, also popped out to first on a nice play by Trenton Hill. Hoffman rocks and deals the 0-2. Fastball just off the outside corner. That looked closer to the plate than the 0-1 slider. But I don't know what I know anymore. So
no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
1-2 pitch. Slider way outside of the left-handed batter's box. 2-2. Fulton's going to call time now and talk to his pitcher out on the mound. Gives us a second to go through the Frontier League scoreboard as it stands right now. Earlier this morning, Florence beat Schaumburg 8-3. That was at Boomer Stadium. Gateway with a nice victory over the Lake Erie Crushers 7-1. That was at Lake Erie. Traverse City lost the first game of the doubleheader to Southern Illinois, being shut out 2-0. River City and Windy City tied at 5 right now at the bottom of the 5th from O'Fallon. Washington picked up their 5th straight win, 2nd consecutive against Normal as well, 9-2. In the tail end of their doubleheader, Southern Illinois leads Traverse City 2-0 again. And the 2-2 to Rizzatello's popped foul out of play will stay even at 2s. So with a victory, River City could jump back ahead of normal. Florence with their win as well, looking at first place in addition. All depends how things shake out for River City and Evansville, though. The 2-2 again, flown in the air to left field, falling fast. Thompson over into the alley. He's going to get there, though. Good read off the bat, and good foot speed gets him there to retire Rizzatello for the second out of the inning.
You know, one thing, Mike does make contact. He maybe doesn't have that many hits, but he's a hard out, put it that way.
2 up, 2 down here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And you take away Travis Harrison's single back in the 5th inning. And Scott Hoffman's now retired 7 in a row outside of that. But now it's Zach Wells. 0 for 2 today, lined out and struck out. The first pitch. Fastball pours in over the outside half for strike 1. It's Joliet 6, Evansville 3, bottom half of the 6th inning from Bosse Field. Second of 3 games in this series. Otters took the opener yesterday. The 0-1. Fastball comes in about ankle high, 1-1.
Well, JJ's got 2, Travis has got 2, and Long's got the triple. And that's about it.
5 hits total in the game for the Otters, 3 runs on that. The 1-1 popped in the air to left side of the diamond. Third baseman Zardone underneath of it, takes a few steps to his left and puts the squeeze on it for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Otters here in the frame. We'll go to the 7th. It's Evansville 6 and Joliet 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier and Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier and Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the Tri-State, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier and Press can be found online at courierandpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier and Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
To the 7th inning we go, the final third of this ball game about to come your way. It's still Joliet 6 and Evansville 3. We haven't seen a run put up since the 3rd inning, so it's been nothing but 0 since then. Matt Chavarria back to work here in the 7th inning. Justin Garcia leads it off for Joliet. 3, 4, and 5 in the Slammers order. First pitch of the frame, swung on, fouled straight back off of the facade of the roof. Ricocheting down the left field line to the third base coach / manager Jeff Isom in the third base coach's box. Garcia is 1 for 2 on the day, doubled home run in the first, then is struck out and also popped out in foul ground to third his last time up. The 0-1 again popped foul out of play. 0-2 quickly on the Frontier League home run leader at the moment.
You know what you got to say, Sam? Ever since that first inning with Mr. Vale, the bullpen for the Otters has done an excellent job.
Yeah, since then, Keaton Connor and Matt Chavarria have combined for quite a few scoreless innings. The 0-2 pitch is hewed out of play down the left field side off the hands of Garcia, 0-2. Since that first inning, it's been nothing but zeros on the board for Chavarria and Connor. 3 1/3 scoreless from Keaton Connor, and then Chavarria now working into his third inning as well. 0-2 pitch again. Fastball just outside, tried for the corner and missed. 1-2. Top of the 7th, Joliet 6, Evansville 3. Otters won the first game of the series yesterday behind Randy Wynn's complete game gem. 1-2, curveball backdoored attempt on Garcia, but it misses down and away. 2-2. Garcia battling here to open up the 7th. Chavarria winds and deals the 2-2 pitch. Again, fouled straight back. Garcia stays alive. Coming up next will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Chavarria now at 32 total pitches, 23 strikes, 9 balls. Is 2-2 again. Fouled straight back to the net once more. Make it a 7-pitch battle now. We'll see the 8th coming up. Garcia, for a guy with a lot of power, really handles the bat well. Trying to avoid the strikeout here and stay alive, find a pitch he can handle. The break even again.
You know, you see so many ball players today when they pop up, whether it's deep out the outfield or in the infield, and they kind of throw the bat. They show their emotion. And, you know, they don't do that when they say, oops, excuse me, and the ball bloops over the infield.
First pitch to the next hitter, Danny Zardone, laced out to short and by the glove of J.J. Gould on a line. A solid base knock for Danny Zardone, his second of the game. And it's a 1-out base runner here in the top of the 7th.
Number 22, the left fielder, R.J. Thompson.
With one away, Zardone at first. Here comes R.J. Thompson. Singled home a run on an infield knock his first time up, and since then has flown out to center and bounced out to third. Otters have turned one double play in the game. That was a strike him out, throw him out double play. Thompson, right-handed hitter. Chavarria from the set, the first pitch. Curveball bites just at the knees on the outside corner, 0-1.
Didn't we have, I know we had 2, but didn't we have 3 double plays last night?
Correct.
Yeah.
Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Randy Wynn got, I believe, a 6-4-3 as well as a 6 unassisted 3 double play. And route to his 3rd complete game of the season.
That's exceptional.
Runner at first, the 0-1. Slider down and away. Thompson tries to check his swing, but he went around, says Chris Dykman. It's 0-2. One out, top of the 7, 6-3, Joliet on top. Chavarria's 0-2. Slider swung on and missed, gets away from Rizzatello. Taking off for second is Zardone. Thompson's going to try to run to first, but with first base already occupied, Thompson is out. Zardone makes it up to second base. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 7th. It always amuses me how often, you can see how confused Thompson is right now, how few baseball players actually know the drop strike 3 rule. That when first base is occupied, unless there are 2 outs, you can't run down to first base. Thompson was bewildered at the fact that he got to first, but was still ruled out.
Yes, but let me just add to that. It's a great movement on Thompson's part for one reason. If Mike had thrown it wild, the runner might have been on third base.
Now with the runner at second, Manny Cruz stands in, takes a called strike, 0-1.
Force the team to make errors. And by Rizzatello, if he threw it into right field, hey, that's free ball.
Manny 0 for 3 in his return to Evansville. Runner at second, 2 outs, the pitch. Lined out into center field. Center fielder Wells takes a few steps to his right and puts it away for the final out of the inning. Cruz tattooed it, but right to Wells. Joliet strands a runner at second. It's time to stretch. To the bottom half of the 7th we go. It's still Joliet 6 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Hoffman retired his final 5 hitters, ended up retiring 7 of the last 8 men he faced. He's in line for the victory.
How many pitches did he throw?
I do not know, actually.
Well, I mean, why would you want to take him out of the ballgame?
Anyways, Hoffman out of the game after 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, coming in the 3rd inning. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. And in his stead, it'll be Nathan Antone. Right-handed tosser, 6'4", 215 pounds. 0-1 on the season, 2.17 ERA. 29 innings, 36 punch-outs, 15 walks, and 15 hits allowed. So allowing just over a base runner per inning. The Otters will try to attack him here and get some runs back before getting into the real late going. Garrett Harris is warming up in the Otters bullpen, so I imagine he'll come on for the 8th.
Well, JJ's got 2 hits already. It'd be nice if he gets the 3rd and leads off the inning, and turns out to be a productive inning, getting 3 runs and tie this game.
Gould, as you mentioned, with those 2 hits, 2 singles, that's 2 out of the 5 hits Evansville has tallied here today. Antone working from the stretch with nobody on, set at the belt. The leg kick, his first pitch, is a called strike 1 at the knees on J.J. Gould. Antone from West Virginia University, the Mountaineers, from Vandergrift, Pennsylvania. The 0-1, big swing and a miss there from Gould, quickly 0-2.
JJ was a little late on that swing. This guy got a little mustard. Another Pennsylvania boy. Best American Legion program I ever had the fortune to scout.
0-2 pitch. Gould swings through a heater. Antone sees 3 pitches on Gould and sets him aside. For the first out here in the bottom of the 7th, a strikeout of Gould, and with 1 away, in steps David Cronin.
And they were all fastballs. And JJ was late in every one of them.
Cronin 0 for 1. He's 0 for his last 12, but he has walked twice tonight and scored a run. 1 out, bases empty. Otters down 6-3, bottom half of the 7th. Cronin left-handed bat, Antone the righty on the mound. First delivery, fouled back to the screen for strike 1.
4 pitches, 4 strikes.
Now before the 0-1 pitch, time is called at the plate by the catcher Fulton. Steps out from behind the plate. Same with the umpire Dykeman. 0-1 on Cronin. It's become a silent night here at Bosse Field.
One of the best center fielders we ever had in this team here, Sweeney, was from Pennsylvania.
Oh, whereabouts?
You got me there.
The 0-1. Hard ground ball out to second. Cruz ranges towards the bag, gobbles it up, throws over to first. Second baseman throws out his counterpart on the other side for the second out of the inning. A 2 up, 2 down for Nathan Antone out of the pen here in the 7th.
I'm trying to think now. It wasn't Williamsport. It wasn't Reading.
Because a lot of people forget, Pennsylvania is a big state.
Oh, I know. I scouted it.
Driving end to end can take you a while.
Yes, sir.
Now in 2 outs, here's Ryan Long, 1 for 3 with a 2-run triple. That was back in that 3-run third. The first pitch, fastball at the knees for strike 1.
Pennsylvania touches New York, New Jersey, West Virginia, Ohio, West Virginia.
You already said West Virginia.
Did I? Okay, New York and New Jersey.
Right on left matchup, the 0-1. Fastball on the outside corner. That's now 7 pitches from Antone, all 7 strikes. All 7 of them fastballs. He's made it look easy here in the 7th inning. Oh-2 pitch. Flown in the air out to left field. Left fielder Thompson takes a few steps back, now comes in and to his right. Gets underneath of it and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Otters go down 1-2-3 in the 7th. We'll go to the 8th. Garrett Harris coming on for the Otters. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
I'm Billy Bolin, and I want to share some exciting news with you about Mickey's Kingdom. Back in 2004, our community came together to build Kids Kingdom, and I'm proud to say our community is coming together again. This September, we're going to build a larger, better, and more accessible playground for people of all abilities, including a swing and merry-go-round that accommodate wheelchairs. The original playground was 12,000 square feet. Mickey's Kingdom will be 20,000 square feet, have a poured-in-place rubber surface, and will climb higher in the air. If you would like to learn how you can help, please visit our website at mickeyskingdom.downtownevansville.com.
The 4th Annual Blues on the Rock Music Festival will take place on Sunday, September the 2nd at the Rockport City Park in Rockport, Indiana. There'll be regional and national blues acts, food vendors, an over 21 beer garden, and with children's activities, there'll be fun for the whole family. Sponsored by the Association for a Better Rockport and the River Basin Blues Society, advance tickets are on sale 812-686-0012. For more information, visit evansvilleblues.com.
To the top half of the 8th inning we go as Joliet 6 and Evansville 3. And Garrett Harris is going to be the 3rd arm out of the bullpen for the Otters in this one. Big shout-outs to Keaton Connor and Matt Chavarria. They combined for 6 1/3 innings of scoreless baseball. Chavarria in particular, 2 hits, no walks, 3 punch-outs in his first appearance as an Evansville Otter. Gives way to Garrett Harris here for the 8th inning. Garrett 6'3", 228-pound righty. 2-2 with a 4.01 ERA this season. 33 2/3 innings, 40 punch-outs, 14 walks, and 26 hits allowed. Comes in here to face the bottom of the order for Joliet, 7, 8, and 9. Hoopie Haslam leads it off, and Harris's first pitch is lined out to left, but Travis Harrison's got a beat on it as he comes in a few steps to his left to put it away for the first out of the inning. Hoopie Haslam lines out to left.
That looked like it died. I thought it was a line drive going to be out there, and then all of a sudden it just like floated into Harrison's glove out there.
There's a lot of topspin on that one from Haslam.
Yeah.
And with one out, that brings up Trey Fulton, who snapped a 23 at-bat hitless streak his last time up with a single to center.
That's right.
Right-handed bat. Harris's first pitch spins a slider outside, 1-0. One out, top of the 8th inning. It's 6-3, Joliet in front. Otters got 6 more outs to toy with to try and mount a comeback. 1-0 pitch. Fastball high, 2-0.
It's not impossible. Put it that way.
Otters with 3 runs in the 3rd inning, and that's been it. They trailed by as many as 6, but have trimmed that in half. Harris from the stretch with nobody on is 2-0. Rounded to the backstop, 2-1.
Oh, you're right. The crowd has been silent tonight. I guess those 6 runs in that first inning more or less killed any spirit that was floating around in the catacombs of Otterville.
2-1 on Fulton. Harris ready, he deals, hard ground ball out to short, backhand dive by the shortstop, cooled up to his feet, throw to first low, but picked out by Bush. What a play by J.J. Gould, full extension into the hole, robs Trey Fulton of a hit. And that's the second out here in the top of the 8th.
I'll agree with you on that, Sam, but also give credit to Bush on making that outstanding play, too, and fielding that scoop. I'll tell you what, he's a big man, but he certainly carries himself well over there in first base.
Has some soft hands for sure.
Yes, he does.
And now with 2 outs, here's Chaz Meadows, 1 for 2. Harris's first pitch, fastball, backs him off the plate, 1-0. Still 6-3 Slammers, top of the 8th. Meadows the hitter, 9-hole hitter. The 1-0, lined right back up the middle. Wells charging in hard from center, but he's going to have to play it on a hop. Baseball nearly took off the cap of Garrett Harris on the way by. It's a 2-out hit for Chaz Meadows, his second of the game. Now we'll turn the lineup over for London Lindley with 2 outs in the 8th.
The man that started this all off, ironically, he led the game off with a walk and then scored.
First pitch to Lindley, swings away on a slider out of the zone. Comes up empty for strike 1. With Meadows at first base, there's 2 outs, top of the 8th. Joliet leads 6-3. Lindley at the plate, right-handed hitter. 1 for 3 tonight. The 0-1. Slider again down and away, but Lindley offers up at it, and it's 0-2. Meadows not really a threat to run, has already been caught stealing tonight by Rizzatello. Short lead for now. Lindley's chased 2 sliders out of the zone. I imagine they're going to triple up on it. The 0-2, again swung on and missed, slider in the dirt, blocked by Rizzatello, tags out Lindley. Garrett Harris with a nice 8th inning, keeps this a 3-run ball game. Will go to the bottom half of the 8th. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Didn't take very many pitches for Nathan Antone to get through the bottom of the 7th, so he's back out here for his second inning of work in the bottom of the 8th. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the Otters order. Travis Harrison leads it off.
He's got 2 already tonight.
Number 17, the left fielder, Travis Harrison.
And we got a change to tell you about. Travis Bolin has entered the game. He's going to go out and play right field.
Oh, you know, I kept looking. Someone started out, and then the manager called him back in, but then Cruz came running out, and I thought, well, that was it. So
Cruz stays at second. Out in right field now is Travis Bolin, who started the game there yesterday.
Yeah.
Harrison leads off the inning. The first pitch swings away, flies it in the air to center. Lindley froze at first, but now the center fielder jogs in and puts it away in straightaway center for the first out of the 8th on one pitch.
You know, one of the things I always believed in, when you're losing like this and you're in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, especially 8th and 9th, you take a strike. Because here you got one pitch and 1 out already.
Well, the problem is, Nate Antone has not thrown a ball yet.
Yeah.
He's thrown 9 strikes, and that's it. First pitch to Brant Whiting. Broadcasters jinxed it, misses outside, 1-0.
Say it again, so it'll be ball 2.
1 out, bottom half of the 8th inning. It's 6-3 Joliet. Trying to even up this season with the Otters. Evansville going for the series win. Antone set the 1-0. Drops in a sharp breaking ball in the first pitch, other than a heater we've seen from him. A nasty one. 1-1 on Whiting. 0 for 2 tonight with 2 punch-outs and a walk. Left-handed stick. Antone wants to go through the signs again, steps off the rubber. Now retoes the slab, comes set, the pitch. Fastball sails upstairs, 2-1. Whiting 1 for 4 last night, trying to pick up another hit in this series. The pitch. Sharp breaking ball, but it wraps around the outside corner. 3-1 on Whiting.
Point of interest, Carlos Castro, is he still here or he went home?
He's still here.
Even though he's on the 60-day.
Correct. The 3-1. Whiting takes a called strike, too. He was about to throw his bat to the dugout. He cannot believe that was a called strike. And the count's full 3-2.
So does he still work out with the team?
Yep.
He had some power.
He did. Payoff pitch. That's down and in for ball 4 for certain that time. Whiting draws his second walk of the game. And it's a 1-out base runner for Evansville, just trying to string some together here. Get a few men on, see if something can happen.
Well, Jeff's got the ability to hit one out and make it a 6-5 ball game. There's not that many people left in the Bud Light patio.
Austin Bush on deck. He certainly got the power to tie the game. First pitch to Gardner. Takes a wicked rip and fouls it back 0-1. Nobody warming in the Joliet bullpen. Whiting at first, 1 out. Otters down by 3 in the 8th. The pitch. Down and away, Gardner leaves it there, 1-1. Jeff's 0 for 3 tonight. 2 flyouts to center, also a punch-out victim. This is after yesterday going 2 for 3 with an RBI. One pitch. Fastball above the eyes. Easy take for Gardner, 2-1. That's going to prompt the catcher Fulton to have a word with his pitcher Antone. After getting the first 4 outs easily, now walked Whiting and fallen behind on Gardner, 2-1.
And someone's rushing down there getting warm up. But the center fielder, Lindley, is leaning over there to right center. And I have seen Mr. Gardner hit some out there where Ritchie signed our left center.
The 3-1, or 2-1, excuse me, is popped high in the air up the first base line, foul territory. Trenton Hill underneath it, it bangs off his glove. It'll be an error on Hill, allowing the at-bat to continue for Gardner. The Otters gifted that one there. Trenton Hill just had it hit right off his leather. It dropped to the earth, and the Otters and Jeff Gardner catch a huge break.
Someone just yelled E3. Scorekeeper, I guess.
So still now 2-2 on Gardner at the plate. Antone sent the pitch. Popped back out of play, and Gardner stays alive, 2-2.
No, we may call the play a hit or an error or a wild pitch or a pass ball, but our opinions don't mean much. It's the official score that he's the one that counts. That goes into records.
Count even on Gardner, 1 out, Whiting at first. Bottom of the 8th inning at 6-3. Slammers over the Otters for now. The pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block by Fulton. Whiting stays at first, and Gardner's worked it full. Three and 2 on Gardner. Antone set. The payoff pitch. Bouncing ball out to second. Cruz fields it, goes to second for 1. Back to first. Just late. Gardner hustling all the way down. Able to beat it out and avoid the double play. And keep the inning going for Austin Bush, with Gardner swapping places with Whiting, now with 2 outs in the inning.
Well, as you say, he's a home run power hitter in college. Let's see what he can do here.
Bush 0 for 3 tonight.
This is when we really need a home run. Now, generally you say, well, go for the base hit. Well, in this situation, you go for the home run.
Bush has collected 1 hit in each of his first 2 games, but an 0 for tonight. And he takes a huge rip at the first pitch, comes up empty.
Wow. You know what?
I think he heard you.
Well, the one thing I've noticed about Mr. Bush so far, he likes to go after those high pitches. That was out of his strike zone right there.
0-1 on Bush, big left-handed hitter. Here it comes. Flown in the air to left center field, traveling pretty well. Thompson and Lindley over into the alley, but it's the center fielder who calls off Thompson and makes the catch in the left center gap to retire Bush and end the inning. We'll go to the 9th. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, go Otters. The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at ibew16.net.
The Tri-State Area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at myMarathonStation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is Fueling the American Spirit.
Go to the ninth and final frame. Garrett Harris stays on for another inning of work out of the bullpen, with Joliet still on top 6-3 going into the ninth. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the Slammers order. Trenton Hill, Justin Garcia, and Danny Zardone.
Yeah, take that first inning away, and the Otters are winning 3-0. The bullpen has done a superb job coming up.
Coming up on potentially 8 innings, 8 1/3 of scoreless baseball. First pitch to Hill. Fastball just outside. That outside part of the plate has been a little iffy at times here tonight. Expanding and contracting at moments. The 1-0 fastball, same spot, called strike one, and the count's even.
You know, we say a ball player has, 5 or 6 chances to play it, ground balls at short or second, and he makes an error.
The 1-1, slider downstairs, 2-1.
But an umpire behind the plate, he has maybe, 250 calls. He's entitled to 1 or 2 errors.
Very true, Bill.
Yeah.
Harris is 2-1. Popped in the air down the left field line. Third baseman Long giving chase, but that's going to drop just out of play. Still 2-2 on Hill, opening up the top of the ninth.
And you look at that area that Ryan just covered from where he was all the way down that fence. If you recall, Sam, I told you in the beginning, I shouldn't say I called you, I'm sorry. I expressed an opinion that I liked Long on third base. I thought he was a better third baseman. And that's where he's ended up playing this year.
Harris trying to pick up back-to-back strikeouts dating back to last inning. The pitch, slider high. And the count's full on Hill, opening up the top of the ninth. Joliet in front, 6-3. Hill, left-handed batter, open stance, no batting gloves. Payoff pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. That's going to sneak through for a base hit. Cronin gave chase, but it's by him. On into center field where Wells gets it on back in. It's a base knock for Trenton Hill, his second hit of the game. He's now 2 for 4. That puts a man aboard for Justin Garcia. 1 for 4 today, but it's been held hitless since the first inning. An RBI double in that frame. Harris comes set at the shoulders. His first pitch to Garcia. Fastball misses just off the outside corner, 1-0.
You know, did you ever see a third base coach or a manager coach like that gentleman down there? Hands behind the back all the time.
1-0, fastball zips off the outside edge. 2-0 quickly on Garcia. Hill over at first has not attempted to steal today, but he's 8 for 10 on the season. 6-3 Slammers, top of the ninth. Garrett Harris trying to keep this game within reach before we go to the bottom of the inning. Before coming set, he steps off and will re-toe the slab here. Right-handed arm still loosening up in the Joliet bullpen. Harris is 2-0. Popped in the air out to left field. Harrison takes a few steps back now, takes a few more in, and staggers his feet to put it away for the first out of the inning. Garcia just a little under and late on a slider inside from Harris for out number 1.
You know, as I watch the manager down there, Montclair State College, I don't know, did you ever hear of it back in New Jersey? Bill Diagardi married a cousin of mine, and he was the baseball coach, athletic director for the college. He spent half the time sitting in the stands with the scouts and always had a winning team. We used to say he never coached. He was a good, not be using profanity, but he was a good storyteller. Would that be a better way of saying it?
First pitch is Zardone, missed low. Now Harris fires the 1-0. Slider again missing down and away. Zardone lays off. Back-to-back hitters now jumping ahead of Harris, 2-0. Runner at first for the Slammers. 1 out, top of the 9th. Joliet leads it 6-3. 2-0 pitch. Fastball soars high and in. Zardone leaves it there, 3-0.
I wonder if that guy warming up's going to come in and finish off in the 9th.
I have to imagine so. Yeah. D'Antone having already gone 2 innings. 3-0 pitch, swing away by Zardone, but he pops the fastball out of play, 3-1. 3-1 now the count on Zardone. 2 for 4, 2 singles tonight. Hill takes his lead from first. He's taken off for second. The pitch is swung on and missed. Throw down is in time. Mike Rizzatello throws out his third base stealer on the night. Gets Trenton Hill by a mile for the second out of the inning.
And he had a running jump. He was at least 3 or 4 steps moving before the ball was ever released from the pitcher. I keep saying that Mike's got a great arm.
Zardone swung and missed at the pitch, so it's full 3-2. Payoff delivery, fouled back to the screen, still 3-2.
You know, defense wins ball games. A short, a second, a center, and a catcher. So you want to play your best in those 4 positions every day.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 9th. 6-3, Otters trail. Payoff again. Hewed out in front of the plate. Rizzatello grabs it, but when he touched the ball, he was behind home plate. So that's a foul ball. Zardone stays alive.
Now, let me ask you a question. Suppose he leaped forward, carrying his body onto the field.
Nope, the baseball's got to be in fair territory in front of the plate.
You know, it's like in basketball, you can't come from the outside in.
Payoff again. Popped up on the infield, just in front of the plate, third base side. Ryan Long coming in, and the third baseman calls and makes the catch to retire the side. We'll go to the bottom half of the 9th. Otters need 3 to tie it or 4 to win. Here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
In the last half of the ninth inning we go. It's Joliet 6 and Evansville 3. The Otters need some kind of comeback here in the ninth. 3 runs to tie or 4 to win it, and they got to do it against the closer for Joliet. That's Isaac Sanchez, 6'1", 200 pounds. He's been stellar this season, 3-0 with a 1.50 ERA. 5 saves, 12 innings, 15 punch-outs, just 1 walk, and 5 hits allowed. That's good for a whip of .5. That means he allows half a base runner per inning pitched. So the Otters got their work cut out for them here in the ninth. Mike Rizzatello leads it off, and the first pitch from Sanchez is a fastball called strike 1 at the knees. The umpires behind home plate are behind in the stands, don't agree with the call. The 0-1. Fastball pops the mid again on the outside corner, quickly 0-2.
It looks like he's got some pretty good velocity.
Rizzatello 0 for 3 tonight. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball down at the shoe tops, 1-2. The Otters have not seen Sanchez this season. He's acquired from the Schaumburg Boomers after pitching 3 games for them earlier this season. 1-2 pitch. Down in the dirt, taken by Rizzatello, and the count's even at 2. Sanchez, right-handed tosser. Rizzatello, the right-handed hitter. 7, 8, and 9 in the Otters order, down by 3 in the bottom of the ninth.
Still got a chance.
Sanchez from the full wind-up, the 2-2 pitch. Ooh. Fastball inside. Rizzatello tries to check his swing, but he went around. Sanchez gets Riz chasing for the first out to begin the ninth. Fastball starting on the inside corner, running farther in. Rizzatello stood no chance.
Yeah.
1 away to begin the bottom half of the ninth inning. That brings up Zach Wells, 0 for 3 tonight.
Actually, Mike never got a swing in that particular time at bat.
Not a full swing, at least.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Now the first pitch to Wells.
Yeah.
Fastball called strike 1 on the outer third, knee high. Sanchez has shown good velocity thus far. Roxon deals the 0-1 pitch. Down in the dirt, looked like a slider or a splitter there from Sanchez. Wells lays off 1-1.
He's got that full extension, arm extension in his delivery.
One pitch. Yanks a fastball way outside, nearly drags the catcher Fulton to the backstop. 2-1.
Sanchez.
Kicking the 2-1. Fastball high, 3-1 on Wells.
New Yorker. Sanchez is a New Yorker.
From the Bronx.
From the Bronx. I used to hate the scout up there. He used to lock you in the school. They had the property, baseball fences, fenced in the whole, and then the cops would let you in. That's dangerous up there.
3-1 home. Down low for ball 4. The Otters get a base runner here in the ninth. Zach Wells works the walk. And a little bit of life here. The tying run now in the on-deck circle. Joliet's up 6-3. And now J.J. Gould stands in. 2 for 3 tonight. But we saw his last time up with Antone. Struggled a little bit with some velo. It'll be interesting to see how he fares now against Sanchez. Running it in there pretty hot. 1 out, Wells at first. First pitch from Sanchez. It's a fastball just high for ball 1.
Andy's down there clapping. No signs because, again, there's nothing you can do.
Can't risk outs, that's for sure. 1-0 delivery. Fastball on the outside. Black pops the mitt. 1-1 on Gould.
All you can do is hope for JJ to get a hit or a walk.
Lean into one.
Well, yeah, that'd be nice.
Catcher sets up, down and away. The pitch flown in the air down the right field side. That's going to slice out of play. Bolin, the right fielder, gave chase the whole way, but can't come up with it, and it's 1-2 on Gould. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. The Otters have a man on, but trail by 3.
He's got, what, 1 double? Well, of course, he's only been at bat 30 times, but has he exhibited home run power in batting practice?
Not home run power, gap-to-gap power, though.
Okay, extra base power.
1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. The high heater gets him chasing. 2 outs in the ninth. The Otters are down to their final hope. It's David Cronin.
Back to the top of the order, number 6, the second baseman, David Cronin.
With 2 outs, Joliet leading 6-3 in the bottom half of the ninth inning. It's David Cronin to try and keep it alive. He's 0 for 2, 2 walks, a pop-up, and a ground out. Batting from the left side here, Zach Wells at first. First baseman's going to play behind him, so if Wells wants second, he can have it. Starts walking out towards there. First pitch, takes off for second. Cronin swings away and fouls it out of play for strike 1.
The best and never regret it.
Well, if Cronin could get on, Long could possibly duplicate that thing he did the other day to tie the game up at 5-5 with a 3-run homer.
0-1 on Cronin. Here it comes. Swung on and missed in the dirt. Wells takes off for second, and I'll have it on the defensive indifference. When Cronin in the more pressing matter, down in the count 0-2. Otters face their final strike here in the ninth. Joliet leads 6-3. Right now, Scott Hoffman in line for the victory. Tyler Vale would take the loss. And Isaac Sanchez, if he can find one more strike, would net his 6th save of the season. 6-3, Joliet leads. Sanchez set. Uncorks the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just downstairs. Cronin with the tough take. And it's 1-2.
Yeah, the runner on second means nothing as far as the pitcher is concerned. He's got to concentrate on the batter. And it looks like Cronin already on that second strike conceded he thought it was going to be a fastball. Just like now, I'm assuming he's going to look for a fastball.
1-2, fastball, called strike 3 at the knees. That'll do it. Joliet takes the second game of the series. They don't score after the first, but that doesn't matter. With a 6-run first, they take it 6-3 and even up this series at 1. So we'll have a rubber match here tomorrow. We'll take a quick break and be back with a post-game show and a recap. Final score here from Bosse Field, it's Evansville 6 and Joliet 3. You've been listening to Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the tri-state. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The Hardy Highlanders present the 2018 Southwest Indiana Highland Games. Saturday, August the 11th at Angel Mounds will bring fun for the whole family, including a beer garden, kids activities, and music by Highland Rain. The event will begin at 8 a.m. with the Braveheart Kilted 5K and continue throughout the day with a true Highland experience. For more information, visit hottyhighlanders.com.
Since 1994, Slays Restoration has been assisting tri-state residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slays Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slays Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
Each team only scores in 1/2 inning in the entire game, but Joliet put up more in their 1 inning of action. 6 runs in the first propels them to the 6-3 victory to even up the series at 1 game apiece and force a deciding game tomorrow on Wednesday, or on Thursday, rather, excuse me, for the finale of the series. So your final lines in this one for Joliet, it's 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. For the Otters, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 miscue. Scott Hoffman's your winner, Tyler Vale the loser, and Sanchez picks up the save in a nearly perfect 9th inning, striking out the side and allowing just 1 walk. Big moments in this game that mattered. Well, back in the first inning, Joliet scored all the runs they could muster, 6 runs, as they plated 6 men in the frame on the strength of 11 batters coming to the plate. And from there, the Otters bullpen shut them out for 8 1/3 innings. And that's who I'm going to go ahead and give our player of the game to. Not just one guy, but the entire Otters bullpen doing a phenomenal job. 8 1/3 innings of scoreless baseball. You ask a lot out of the bullpen in those kind of situations where they need to go more than 3 or 4 innings normally. Matt Chavarria, Keaton Connor, and Garrett Harris combined to go 8 1/3, walking just in total 3 batters, just 2 hitters total. And they were stellar in this one, racking up 4 strikeouts as well. Or 5 strikeouts, actually. But either way, the bullpen solid. Remember, fans, the player of the game, the bullpen tonight, is brought to you by Western Ribeye. When you're craving excellence, Western Ribeye and Ribs satisfies. Call 812-476-5405 to make reservations. And Bill, if that's one positive to take away, the offense scored 3 runs in that 3rd inning, but that was it.
Yeah, I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down. I'm watching what's going on in the field here, and I don't understand it. But anyway, they're all saying they're good luck to Manny Cruz there, a lot of the Otter players. Anyway, the Otters take away that first inning, and the Otters played pretty good baseball after that. They didn't get that many hits, but still they were stellar. In my opinion, it's just that Mr. Vale didn't have it tonight. I mean, when you walked Lindley and then Hill gets that double and Garcia gets the double, and from there on in it's bang, 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 and then of course a walk, and he just didn't have it. His breaking pitch wasn't there, and one of the things you said it was Andy yanked him out quick, and that is unusual for Andy.
And one play that kind of comes back to my mind that'll haunt the Otters a little bit, but not that much. A seeing eye single by London Lindley at the end of the first inning that plated 2 runs. And that single that scored 2 runs, you take that out, suddenly it's a 4-3 game instead, and weird things can happen. That was a ball, on days where it's not going your way, that's the kind of baseball that has eyes and makes its way through the infield like it did there. And so you just got to roll with the punches sometimes and come back tomorrow, which is what the Otters will have to do in the finale of the series.
Yeah, who's going tomorrow?
And for the finale, Evansville going to toss out there on the mound Austin Nicely. He'll match up with Shane Bryant. Nicely 5-4 with a 3.84 ERA, and Bryant 1-5 with a 5.42 ERA this season. So the pitching matchup looks like it's in the Otters' favor, but they'll have to execute to be able to make good on that when we return to action tomorrow at 6:35 p.m. here at Bosse Field for the finale.
Give credit to Mike Rizzatello, too. What a great defensive catcher he is for the Otters. He threw out 3 runners, and that one
should have been a 4th.
That's right. I mean, that guy had a great jump, and it was a bang-bang play. So Mike should be in there every day catching. You want your best defensive catcher, and he should be there every day.
And so we'll be back on the air tomorrow at 6:10, 6:15, as always, for the pregame show, counting you down to first pitch here at Bosse Field tomorrow for the finale of the series at 6:35 p.m. Taking one final look around the scoreboard in the Frontier League with the Otters loss and Normal also right now. They lost earlier to Washington, so the Otters don't lose any ground in the division. But depending on how other things shake out, the rest of the division could look a little bit different come tomorrow morning. As we mentioned earlier, Florence with the victory, Gateway as well. Traverse City lost the first game of their doubleheader 2-0, and hey, just like that, they lose the second game of the doubleheader 2-0. That's a rough one, going 14 innings without scoring a run down at Southern Illinois, with the Miners sweeping Traverse City. And then only one game still in action. That's Windy City and River City tied at 5, bottom of the 10th at Carshield Field. And eventually that one will go final, and depending on what happens there, River City could jump back into first place with a victory. So once again, we'll be back on the air tomorrow at 6:10, 6:15. I want to say thank you back in the studio for my producer, Paul Mattingly, all the hard work he does. For my partner, Bill McCune, I've been Sam Jelinek here from Bosse Field. Remember, we're back on the air tomorrow at 6:15. Be sure to join us for the finale against the Joliet Slammers. Austin Nicely versus Shane Bryant. You won't want to miss it. You've been listening to Evansville Otters Baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and